We live, baby. We live.
Come on.
Congratulations, Susan, on your newborn. Yay!
Who got a newborn?
Congratulations, Susan, on your newborn baby.
Oh shit!
What's
Somebody
going
got a
on, y'all?
newborn.
Gina, Chris, so crazy. Phone. You will not
Not
be a
tonight.
disrespectful electronic tonight.
Tonight, not
Extra salty
tonight.
in the building. Susan, Gina, what's going on? Glitter Pocket in the building. Let's go, baby. Oh, Lord, it's a lot of y'all. Wait a minute. Kamisha in the building. Glib Talk, of course, is in the building. Wrench Game, Strong. Country Thug. Jim Jones. I hope that's a troll name. Ray, what up, baby? Vicky, Clint, Tiana, Sweet Wild Flowers, Eric Brown, Lily, Betty, Erlene, Sandra, Charlotta, Angel, Chirac, Cicely, Jessica, Beck, Shantae, TK. Yes, y'all in the building. Tanya, Jan, Christina, J. Doe. What's going on? This evening, we got something special for you guys. Disclaimer. The views expressed in tonight's live do not necessarily reflect the views of YouTube nor its affiliates. Please watch at your own risk. Viewer discretion is advised. Carry on.
Viewer discretion. I mean, we're gonna be talking about dicks and transsexuals and shit like that.
It's some shit going down tonight. I got to put the viewer discretion in this evening. How are y'all?
My God. I ended the show last night, said I was not going to do a show unless some women would come and testify on behalf of the women that been fucked over by the Swab administration and the brother Lewis Chamberlain. Oh, at first I thought I didn't have no women. Didn't no women call me last night. I put up the post. I had other people searching for women. Didn't nobody get in contact with me. And then boom, all of a sudden this morning they came in. Oh. And they just done an interview earlier. I didn't see that video. I saw some of that video, so I don't know what they were talking about because I didn't want to see that video and have it interfere with my video. But you said you saw the video, right?
I did. I saw the video, and I happened to be in the comment section.
How was the video?
I did see. I don't want to speak down on the video while we on live or nothing like that. What I do want to do is I want to specifically address that in the middle of the interview, JF asked this young lady if she was a man.
Wait a minute. Ask who was that man?
One of the young ladies on the panel.
Who was it?
No. He flat out said, hey, they said, is you a man? That was completely and totally out of line. Not just because he knew he was
Did she flat out tell him to kiss her ass?
No, she was still being respectful. She was on his panel and she was there for a reason. She was there to get her point out. She was there to get her story out. And when you knew this was a young lady anyway, before you even asked that question, I don't know if that was supposed to be a comedic relief. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be, I don't know what the hell it was supposed to be. What I do know is that's completely inappropriate, not just for the platform that you had them standing on. That is not how you make a victim have a voice. That's not how you make somebody feel comfortable. It was completely disrespectful to her as a woman, and it was completely out of line for the show that was going on at the time. So I did want to address that, and I do want to ask John, if you get the chance to please reach out to this young lady and apologize. It's okay.
Apologize for calling her a fucking man. What the fuck?
Everybody makes mistakes. I don't care if you read it out of the chat line. I don't care if somebody else typed it. You allowed it to come out of your mouth. So you have to be responsible for that because it's your show and it's your platform. So when you read something that's disrespectful and you let it come out of your mouth, you're just as disrespectful as the person that typed it. And she didn't deserve that. She gave you an exclusive. She was giving you some tea. She was giving you the opportunity to bump your platform back up with this tea. and you disrespected her, whether you realize it or not. I'm letting you know you disrespected her. So without being vulgar and without coming at you disrespectfully, I am asking you to please reach out to this young lady and apologize to her because it was completely inappropriate and uncalled for and unprofessional.
And she coming on this show right here too? She'll
be
on this show
show
right here too. Oh, that's another thing. We also got some exclusive. This is our first time we're gonna have some interviews on here. We're gonna have 3 or 4 women come over here and talk about their situation with Lewis Chamberlain. Y'all thought I was scared the nigga because the nigga be lifting weights and shit. I'm not scared of that nigga. I don't give a fuck. If he can fuck over somebody, it's my job to fuck over him. Y'all thinking he scared niggas with his big Ninja Turtle head ass, and he ain't got no dick flicks of me, so he can't expose me. He ain't got no dick flicks of me.
He can't inform nobody on me because I ain't got no goddamn. Well, my boyfriend got pictures, and probably my ex-boyfriends have. I might, you know, I'm a little bit of a hoe. I think Jedediah called me a hoe. Didn't Jedediah? You supposed to just ask Jed. Jed say I'm a hoe, so I'm a hoe. So I probably got some pictures out there, but it's a pretty one, so I'm not tripping.
Some fake pussies on you because I heard he got the fake app, so we're gonna make a fake pussy and we're gonna put your pussy out there. You want your pussy to have gold rims on it? I mean, you want your pussy to sparkle with gold or silver or platinum? Which one do you want your pussy to be sparkling with?
Because I feel like gold, it kind of hits on the undertones of my skin tone. It hits on them colors on my skin tone, so we can make the pussy glitter gold.
So you want you want the gold plated pussy? I got you. Your pussy gonna be gold.
I want my pussy.
Your pussy gonna be dipped in gold.
24-karat gold.
You're gonna be riding on 22s. I mean, your pussy gonna be riding on 22s. I'm keeping them 100. Send me that fake app so we can get the pussy app out and we can make some fake pussy shots. We finna start exposing some of these women. I'm gonna start make me some fake pussy shots. I'm gonna start exposing some of these women in my group. Look, I'm gonna do just like you. I got my game for you. Unless y'all send me some money or send me on a trip, I'm gonna send your pussy all over the internet. Even though it's not your pussy, I'm gonna send it anyway. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm getting my game from the best.
He gonna expose you.
I'm here. I'm not here to interview these ladies. I'm here to get game from Louis Farrakhan. I mean, I keep on saying Louis Chamberlain, so I can get some motherfucking money. I'm here to get all this game, all his secrets, how he forgets. I forget all that.
Well, I personally, you guys know, I'm the balance to black. I am here to interview the ladies to give them the opportunity to explain their side of the story, to give them a chance to have a voice for victims, and they are the victims in this case. So I'm not here to find out why they chose to donate and why they chose to do good. Y'all know that that's how I am. People choose to do good for a number of reasons. But when the motive behind it is good and the action itself is good, then my question is, why did the other person take advantage of a good deed? And not why did you do something nice? That's not a very smart question. Why did you do something nice for someone? Because I'm a nice person.
And I want how to attract all these good ass women so I can take advantage of them. I need to attract all these good, hard working women that's be down and
y'all be announcing. Look, y'all be announcing when the people that we discussing is in the chat room like we give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that Lewis is in the chat room. What the fuck do that mean? He's not going to have a platform on Catch Up with Fries tonight. He will not be invited on Catch Up with Fries. This is not about him having a voice. He's gone live on his page. He's gone live on YouTube. He's gone live in Suave. He's had more than enough time to address his side of the story without any type of interruptions. He's had more than enough time to address the questions of the people. So I don't give a fuck if he's in the chat section. Welcome. Just like I tell Jedediah, welcome. Just like I tell Natura, welcome. Hit the like button while you're here, my nigga. Share.
Wait a minute, Lewis. I got your back, my nigga. I'm finna get your back. I'm finna learn the game. You know, I'm finna learn how you get all this money out of these females, because I want to learn from the best. You won't talk to me and give me this game. I got to get it from some type of way, because I'm finna be flying all over the world, getting money, eating the best. I want to be just like you and Pimp and J. Y'all are my role models and shit. One is a gorilla pimp.
Well, if you're gonna be like them, then you gotta change. If you gonna be like them, you're not traveling all over the world. You're just going across America. You ain't going all over the
world.
world.
I want to go across America money and blame cases on people all over the world and lift weights and eat shit. I want to do all that shit. I want to do all that shit. I want to do it big. Membership fees, pussy shots, all that. I just ain't gonna stick no bananas in my ass to prove no point. None of that shit. But I pussy shots, all that shit. Matter of fact, I'm finna start calling some of these women right now because I'm finna get some game. You know what I'm saying? I got Lewis back on this one. You sending me pussy shots. I want to see some pussy shots.
Before you call them, I know you like to kind of interject a little bit while people are talking. So I'm gonna ask that you kind of give these women ample time to kind of get the message out before you get the joke out. Can you do that, please? Can you hear me? Black, where you go?
I gotta get to the.
There you go. There you go. I see you now. I couldn't hear you.
I don't want. If I catch him in a lie, I gotta grill him. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. And I don't. If you catch him in, I'm not talking about the lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Look, they said make Black focus, please. Listen, Black, I gotta tell you what the people saying before we get started. Tiana said, do not interrupt, Black, please. Kevin said, smoke a blunt, okay? Lachelle said you sound like a robot. I was just telling you that your phone breaking up, so I don't know if that's the Wi-Fi.
My phone, that's my computer. It's still breaking up.
It was breaking up a little bit. Jim Jones said, focus, Black. Chris said, shut up for 5 minutes, Black.
I
don't need a whole 5 minutes. I just don't want them to be, listen, I don't want them to be in mid-sentence and you go, hold up. And then they say something else and in mid-sentence you go, wait. What you saying is let them, please let them finish the sentence and then add your joke because it kind of, it throw people off.
Wait a minute. Have y'all forgot I had run a successful 2 years?
Your phone breaking up again.
Right? What are you talking about?
Your phone is breaking up.
Junior. Huh?
Your phone is breaking up. Nobody can hear you.
I have interviewed some. You hear me now?
It's kind of going in and out.
I think that's your phone. Like
everybody can hear me. They saying it's you.
Well, we go for then. Can y'all hear me now? They got my phone.
Saying let me see something. Fix your connection, Black. Tiana said fix your connection.
My connection.
Nobody is disagreeing with you that you're successful. Nobody is disagreeing that you don't know what you're doing. It's just this hangout shit. So when you're doing hangouts with the delay and shit, because when I watch back, I see it. You know what I'm saying? When I watch our videos back, I see it. But since it's not just the me and you thing, I think we should restructure it just a little bit. I feel like we gotta let them kind of.
A group interview is held different because you gotta question the people individual. You gotta get their individual.
Exactly. I get that. No, you know what you're doing. I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing. I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing. I'm saying when you're smoking, you have a habit of cutting people off in the middle of their sentence. So if you could just let the sentence.
How do you say people?
You just did it to me now.
I didn't say because you said people. Can you hear me now?
Because you did it to the other guy that was doing the music and stuff too when he came on the first time you did your live. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's fine when it's just me and you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing. Okay, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. My bad. My bad.
Let's call the women. Goddammit, and let's see what I do. Let's call the women. Let's do that. Let's do that. You supposed to let me. You supposed to see. I'm gonna give you some game right now, right? I'm gonna give you some game right now, right? Since you want to do this, right? As a woman, right? You supposed to set this before the show or after the show. You're not
We ain't had time like that. I just thought about it while we were sitting here on the live. I'm new to this too, goddamn it. I ain't saying I know what I'm doing. I'm not saying I know what I'm doing. You right. I probably should have. Well, I didn't want to wait till after the show. When it came into my head, I just said it to you. I didn't want to wait till after the show because I didn't want it to be affecting the actual show. So my bad. I could have said something beforehand, but I was already drinking and I wasn't thinking about it.
No. Did we discuss how the show was gonna be ran before the show?
We talked about what we wanted to do. Yes.
So why would be any question on the show?
It ain't no question on the show. I'm asking you to do something. I'm not asking you why you did it. I'm just asking you to do something specific that we didn't talk about. I did not talk about that part, did I? I may have. I told you I've been drinking. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. I said I was sorry back. I know how to apologize when I'm wrong.
No, tell them. Don't tell me you apologize. Tell them.
I'm apologizing to you because you who I came at. I came at you, not the people. So I'm sorry to you. Damn the people. It was you. Ooh, I came at. Okay. I'm sorry.
Because I always use a condom sometimes. Wait a minute, we fit now I gotta get to the goddamn people. Hold on.
Yeah, let's start calling them, Black. Let's start calling them.
Let's start calling them.
Let's get the tea. Black got some jokes for y'all ass tonight. It's gonna be cracking. I can't wait to hear what this nigga gotta say tonight.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. I'm through the fuck off. Can I joke? I
didn't say you couldn't joke. I just said don't cut him off mid-sentence. Throw all the jokes. We need the jokes. We need it. I need the jokes, Black. Don't take the jokes. Don't take my joke from me.
I'm finna tell you why look. I'm gonna tell you why you cut people off in mid-sentence, right? You cut people off in mid-sentence so they won't repeat themselves. Right? Because if you let a person talk long enough, they'll repeat the same story and they go off track. So you keep them on track by keep interjecting and adding little stuff.
I need to start interjecting on you from time to time.
You need to. Because I'm a bad man. Hey, you got to talk right now. While
while you get the ladies in?
Yeah, okay, I got you. Talk about me.
I got you. Y'all know me and Black got that brother-sister relationship type thing. And when I be drinking, y'all know y'all got to keep me on track too. Shit. Make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all in here. Let's see how many. We got 180 people in the building. Thank y'all for joining us this evening. We thoroughly appreciate you. We got a whole bunch of tea for y'all up in line tonight. We got the ladies of Suave that helped Suave run when the Latoria Magsby case was going on. They're about to come on and tell you their story verbatim themselves, what happened, what have you, and anything that they would like to expose. Again, I want to remind y'all we are not here to victim blame. We are here to get the side of the story and joke around and laugh and talk shit. And we finna go ham on this Vienna real quick. Ham, Vienna, you get it? We finna go ham shank on this Vienna real quick. Right, Chirac? This is what a family look like. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Glib Talk was on point last night. How they had me up in the early, letting the sun rise, cracking jokes with them.
Look at old drunk ass. Look at old drunk ass.
I ain't drunk yet. I only had a little bit. I still got a whole bottle. Y'all not ready.
I ain't had a drink since breakfast. I ain't had a drink since breakfast, so I'm good. You know, I ain't had a drink since breakfast.
You had a mimosa? Did you have a thotty mimosa?
A mimosa. Who told you that? Oh, girl?
Yep, she sent me a fake screenshot. I seen the fake text message. I know.
Mimosa.
You had a thotty mimosa with a kitten on top.
A thotty mimosa. I just called somebody and they didn't even answer the thing. I guess I got to do it again. It was hard. Her name was hard to fucking. She answered. You know, I'm half retarded and half intelligent.
Sweet Wildfire was calling his ass Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy, go get Sunshine. I'm Sunshine, y'all. Jen said I'm a hoe, but I'm a good hoe. I done got proposed to a bunch of times. I got a bunch of kids and stuff. I'm Sunshine up in this bitch. Call your wife and tell her you ain't coming home if you fucking with me. I ain't coming home no more. Tell the kids I love them. Bumpy Johnson, that shit is hilarious. A belt sander. Oh my God, won't that hurt? Einhorn and Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel, but won't that hurt? I think that's gonna hurt. That's right, Capo. Tequila. Shot.
You all right?
Yes, I'm talking to the people. You said for me to talk. I'm just keeping it without dead air. Would you like for me to be a little more calm?
Read what they saying.
Okay.
I'm inviting you one more time. Look, I'm inviting you. Answer your phone if it's ringing on
Shauna said it looked like a deep fried pickle. Jim Jones said those prickly dick pics, though, the prickly. Cactus dick? He got that cactus dick?
A cactus dick.
What's a Jedi Keisha? And how's that a trade? What's a Jedi Keisha? He got mind tricks. Y'all don't know nothing about the Jedi. The Force is with him. Y'all got to understand that the Force is with him. Hashtag Team Black. I see you, Tanya. Tiana said, everybody. Hey. No arguing. It can show up. It's not showing division. We are able to disagree and agree in the same breath and still be cool and still laugh and still love each other and still. That's what family really is. You do not have to agree all the time to be family. And when you wrong, be able to say you wrong. That's being an adult. I did talk to him about that earlier, and I was wrong. I'm sorry, but that's what adults do, and that's what you do when you love somebody and you know you did something wrong. You apologize, you move forward, you have fun. Okay, we can argue. That's fine as long as y'all see that at the end of the argument, it's still Team Black. It's still Black Team Strong. Ain't shit changed, but the numbers on the motherfucking views. You heard me?
I'm gonna have to see. That's why I'm gonna have to get game from Lewis. I gotta have these females come on here, and I gotta get game from Lewis because evidently my authority is not being respected. So I gotta know what the fuck Lewis is doing to get his authority straight like that.
He got them pussy pics. He got them pussy pics. And then on top of that, you ain't never photoshopped me in no picture to make me feel like I was your girlfriend. You want some authority?
Well, that's what I gotta do. I don't even know. As soon as I do the Photoshop, it is on. Wait a minute. Why they answer
into no nonsense?
Why am I why are y'all answering the phone? Hold on.
Let me text them and see what. Let me see if they getting this phone call. Let me see.
Y'all's ringing?
Oh Lord, we done lost Black. Where you go? Where did you go?
You lost me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to see where the ladies went. We looking for the ladies. We looking for the ex-squad members.
He said, hold on to your lung.
Okay, you got to hold on. Yeah,
it gotta be ringing. It gotta be ringing.
He got the same picture with his wife, Shannon. I know, right? His wife, I heard his wife was the one that started the exposed page. Black, did you hear that? Shannon
his wife started
sorry, Shannon, Jesus Christ. Sharon said she did not get the invite. She's not getting no phone call. Did you call Sharon first?
I'm her right now. Hold on, let me call her one more time. I'll be calling her again
What email address do you have for her?
I know it's one. I got her name right here. I'm finna do it right now. I spelled it right and everything.
Well, while he's getting that,
I spelled it right. Is his girl started what's it called the page?
I heard that she's the one that started the exposed page, not the girls who had the photos, but that she was the one that started the page. So I'm wondering if she started the page to try to find. Hey, Tara, I love you too, baby.
Hey, I'm gonna send it to her right now. Look, I'm sending it to her right now, boy. Boom. Invite. I'm sending it to her right now. It should be ringing.
The girl said they ain't getting no call. Check
It's
your
ringing
hangouts
right
later.
now.
I see y'all. We trying to get it together. Sharon said the phone is not ringing. She said, I'm here, guys, but my phone is not ringing.
What the fuck? God damn it. I'm doing everything right. What the hell?
Listen, tell me what you got written down for her email address.
It shows her name. It gives her. You got to click on her picture. It shows her picture, her first and her last name.
Okay.
So I click on and I push invite and it sends it out. Do she got me on her list to get a call?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she got to have me on her friend list.
Oh.
I think. Ask YouTube. Do she got to have me on her friend list?
YouTube.
Oh, there
does
go.
he have to be friends with her on Hangouts in order for?
It said just now.
Adrian said email the invite to them. Email it.
What you mean? Email it out.
Adrian, message him, Adrian, so he can see it. Meanwhile, in between time, while you figuring that out, I'm gonna keep up with the comment sections while we get these ladies on, okay? Hey, Capo, I saw the picture with T.I., Jedediah, and Natora. I did see that, but answer me this. Did y'all hear Natora say she felt like T.I. mind was somewhere else because he didn't want to go live with her ass? He wasn't thinking about her ass, and then she felt some type of way. He dodged that, talking about some, I wanted to meet with him and talk to him about us working together and doing things in the community with justice. And he didn't want to talk. So, like, yeah, he didn't want to talk to y'all ass. He don't want shit to do with no fries. Sharon is here. I see the name just popped up. Hello.
Okay, well, what I do? I done something right, God damn it. Let me
I
go.
know that's right. Let's take a shot because Black did something right.
Everybody, I done something right. I'm not a goddamn. Look, I told you the 5th grade education got me this goddamn far. It can get me a little further. I can learn how to boil and walk and chew bubble gum at the same time one day. Hold on. Let me call in the other girls. Y'all get the gossiping and doing all that lady shit y'all be doing this shit. I'm going to be listening. Y'all do that shit. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I see you, Vicky said, T.I. said, Harpo, who this woman? He ain't say who this woman. He said, Harpo, is this a woman? Y'all know she like to dress like a stud. Sharon, can you hear me, baby?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like really low.
I can hear you very, 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 very clearly. That's wonderful. I can hear you. Do you want to, I don't know, do you have your volume up?
Yes, I do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you also.
Told you, your phone is tripping. You got that goddamn.
How you gonna tell me my phone is tripping? She said she can hear me too. The people in the chat, you got one person to say that they can hear you and it's my phone, but 16 people in the chat said it's your phone. So we're gonna go with the majority.
All those 16 people is wrong. All y'all 16 people is wrong.
We're gonna go with the majority. I'm not even on Wi-Fi for my phone to be messing up. So
who you gonna believe, me or you?
Me.
Who you gonna believe, me or you?
Me.
Ain't that a bitch? That's what you fucking up at. You think this is
you
gonna believe you?
Believe in you. You my brother, so we get to argue. I don't trust shit you say.
What? Look, if Jesus told you something and I told you something, you better believe what I told you first. I'm keeping it 100.
If Jesus tell me something, then I need to join the freedom fighters because I thought that them was the only motherfuckers he talked to.
I hope Jesus don't come back on the first because I'll probably be in a motel somewhere. I hope he don't come back on the first because I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna be with. I'm like, Jesus, hold on, wait a minute. Nigga, why you come back tonight? Nigga, you could have came back tomorrow, the day before, anytime. You gonna come back while nigga asshole naked. Well, let me finish this before you come take a nigga. Come back. They talking about you gonna come back for the 20 years, 30 years. This nigga, you can tell he black. He ain't never coming back. If he do, he ain't coming back black. You can believe that shit.
He on his own time. He was like, look, let me tell y'all something about Bethlehem. I'm not doing that shit again.
You think if Jesus had a choice, he'd come back as black? Shit. If he did, he'd come back as a rapper or he'd play for the Lakers. I'm giving 100.
He gonna play golf. It's more peaceful that way. Golf is more peaceful.
I'm gonna get these other ladies on here. Go ahead and do the gossiping. Arthur, she said, hold on.
I got you. At least when they tell you to bow your head and be quiet in golf, they actually bow their goddamn head and be quiet. I think he'd choose golf. I don't think he'd choose no basketball. It's too goddamn loud and niggas cuss. But Sharon, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna go ahead and start while he's getting the other ladies in here. We can go ahead and start laying the foundation of what was going on as far as Suave, the organization. So I kind of want to start with you because you were the beginning of Suave. So can you tell us a little bit about how Suave began? The beginning of Suave.
No. Technically, Sarah, she was the one that was the first one that got into Suave. I came towards the end. So give you more of the input, like as far as how everything went down, because like I said, I joined because I was a part of the Kanika Jenkins case. I was in the protests and all that other stuff. So I didn't even know anything about Suave during that time. But but during that
Right. So you was a part of the Kanika Jenkins thing. So that means you actually donated money to the freedom fighters.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Well, did you know what cause you donated to the freedom fighters, or you just donated to the freedom fighter cause?
I donated to the cash out that they had posted. So yeah.
You failed for the number.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be ashamed. You went for it. Don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that.
You and thousands of other people. Donated to that cause. And I will step out and say when it all started, I'm pretty sure that the initial direction that they were trying to go and the initial motive behind it when it all started was completely and totally genuine. It wasn't until people let the power get into their head and they saw the donations rolling in the way that they did that greed began to take place and to take away. So I do believe that the Freedom Fund began genuinely.
Yeah. And I believe that also. It's just like people just got greedy. People just got greedy and everybody started making cash apps and it just turned ugly. It just turned ugly.
So that's when you met Lewis at? Was that the Kanika Jenkins thing?
Oh hell no. I never met Lewis a day of my life.
Oh, you never met him like face to face?
No, I never met him face to face.
That's crazy. Y'all was 15 feet.
I thought Lewis was in love with her.
No, check this out. No, seriously. When I was there protesting, I never seen Lewis out there. I'm so serious. I never seen
So this nigga he was a ghost protester. He wasn't even out there. Ain't that a bitch?
He was behind the signs. You hear him behind the scenes, but Lewis was behind
the scenes. The mayor's
Lewis was behind yeah, he was hiding. He was hiding because I never
So you was front line and he wasn't.
You was boots to the ground and he wasn't.
Exactly, because when I was there, I'd never seen him. I seen Jedediah, Notoria, Rico, Jack, Sheena. I seen everybody except Lewis. I'm so serious.
Can I ask you a question?
We gonna hold on, Black. I gotta take a 2-second P. Rico pause because he was talking shit. I can't give him no shine, but I can do this. Hold on, because people be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when I walk up on motherfucker, I'm gonna have to record them while they running and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's all he get. We can carry on.
Okay. How tall is P. Rico in real life? Is he a midget?
He's not tall at all. I mean, he's I'll give him probably like I'm 4'11". I'll probably give Rico probably like I'll go with like he's not tall at all. The most I'll give him probably like what 5'5", if that.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Are you serious? Rico's a midget.
Yeah, Rico's not
a mini midget. I'm taller than him.
Oh my God! Are you Rico? I am 6 feet, homie. I'm 7 inches bigger than you.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And oh my.
Yeah.
Black. Pause.
Pause.
No, not pause, not freedom pause. You said I'm 7 inches bigger than you. I said pause, bro. Pause.
Oh no, on that I'm 7 inches bigger and probably 3 inches thicker on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm keeping it 100, nigga.
Wait a minute. He got too much sauce. Ladies, start sending them cat pics here to him. He'll keep them safe. Black gonna keep him safe. I promise.
We're not gonna do no dick flick things like, did you get a dick flick of your boy? You got a personal dick flick, or did you get one of them circulating dick flicks?
know I got a personal one. I got a personal one. Maybe he thought by sending me a personal pic of his dick that I was going to send him a vagina pic, but no, I'm good on that. I was good on that.
He liked you.
Yeah,
he liked you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So you were the one that he sent. You were the one that he sent that picture to with his arm behind his head with the bubbles.
Yes. Yes.
First of all, Louis, niggas don't do testicle teeth. You don't sit in no damn bathtub and take no bitch, send no bitch no picture with no testicle teeth. You just soaking in your own sweaty ball juice. Wait a minute.
That was a Tupac picture. Can I ask you a question, right? Because I know he had all the women do all this dirty work, right? Now,
yeah, that's Louis. That's Louis.
Did he have you make the phone call? Because he ain't never talked to Sheena like a real man would reach out and talk to Sheena. Did he have you talk to Sheena?
Yes. He had me call Sheena. Okay, because see, we got a Suave admin chat, and it had me, Louis, Sarah, and Marla. We was inside that Suave chat, and so I guess he got word that Sheena was taking on the Latoya Maxby case for Miss Maxby, and so I guess Sheena reached out to him, and so he came in a group chat, and he was like why this bitch calling me? Who gave her my number? Whoop-de-woo. And then he was like, so he's telling me to call Sheena. And I'm like, I wasn't feeling it because for one, how you just going to give out somebody's number like that when they called you, you know? So he had me calling Sheena, and I called her and I told her what the situation was like, because you know, during that time, Louis was not speaking to no one, so he say, but he just did not want to speak to Sheena during that time. So I called Sheena and I asked, and I was just telling Sheena, you know, just relating the message from Louis, you know, and so we spoke, and she told me that it was, you know, she didn't want to discuss it with me because it was activist to activist. So I left it alone, and I told her, I said, okay, I'll make sure I relate the message back to Louis. And that's what I did. But yeah, Louis, he didn't call her. I mean, because, you know, Louis is a little bitch. You know, it's just like he runs, like he talks so much mess about females on his social media, live and all that. But when it's time to face the music, Louis he's gonna back off like a little bitch that he always does.
Well, I mean, that's anybody that's caught. Most men, when they caught in a lie, that tends to be what they do. They'll go and talk to people who don't know the story first, so that they can get their side out first. It seems like if I expose it before anybody else does, then that boosts my credibility on whether or not I am telling the truth, because I didn't have to expose myself. So as opposed to defending myself, I'm going to put the information out there with my own narrative, so that when you guys speak, it seems as if you're defending yourself.
Exactly.
Have you ever saw Louis beef with a man?
No, that's one thing Louis don't do. He don't beef with no man. Like one time he did a live with this guy named Paul Williams or something, but Paul Williams was calling him out on his stuff. But as far as like beefing wise, I never seen him beef with a man. He's always beefing with females. Always. And if any females give him like any type of nude pictures of them, trust and believe he's gonna put their pictures all out there. You know, Louis is dirty. When I say he's dirty, this nigga is dirty as hell. Only if y'all know.
So Sharon, dirty. Would you say that he has a long history of extortion with women?
I think hell yeah. I mean, it's a pattern. I done talked to so many women that he done conned out of money. It's not even funny. And the main ones he's target are the single mother with kids. He's pathetic. He's pathetic. I mean,
that seems to be the new activist trend of 2017 going into 2018. Taking advantage of women that don't have a man at home to protect them,
exactly.
Or women that are in low self-esteem situations, low income situations, women who are looking for leadership. Mm-hmm. And those are the women that seem to be getting taken advantage of right now, which is really disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I need to learn some of these secrets, right? So you
need to add Sarah then. You got to call Sarah if you want the secret. She's been there from the beginning.
I'm trying to call her right now. So do he make y'all feel comfortable, or do he try to turn y'all against other people? Do y'all like?
Oh, when he's getting exposed, he'll start making these fake app messages making it seem like, say for instance, I'm gonna use myself. So say for instance, he'll make a fake app and making it seem like I'm talking about Sarah, but it's in fact it's a fake app. I mean, this dude, when I say he is dirty, he's dirty. And then like any person that he had a feud with, he'll make a fake app and make it seem like I'm talking about this person he's having a feud with. I mean, what I tell y'all, he is pathetic.
No. I'm gonna get into some other foul shit, right? Because it was actually you and somebody else, was Marlo, that actually paid Miss Magsby way to what, Houston, to Ohio?
Yeah. When he took
you and a couple other people.
Exactly. When he took on Miss Magsby case, this broke ass nigga, he didn't even have money to even take her there. He didn't even have money to take her there. Me and Marla gave him money so he could even take Miss Magsby down there. Then check this out. So then after we did that, we sent him $200 for Miss Magsby. Giving Miss Magsby $200, he only gave her $100. And then so during that time, he was down there doing this so-called whack ass protest, for his daughter. It's just But then, so when he brought her back to Ohio, this fool had the audacity to kick me and Marla out of the Suave group because he seen where we wanted to go protest with Andre Williams for the Kanika case in Washington. I mean, I'm telling you, this dude is dirty. So during the time that we was out of Suave, they started collecting for he had this girl named Crystal Stevenson set up a cash app. So therefore people will start donating to that cash app. Now during this time, I'm already out of Suave because he done kicked me out. So they taking on all this money for this headstone for this app. So I'm already out the group. And so then all of a sudden, I'm still in contact with Miss Magsby. So she's already let me know what's going on. So all of a sudden, Lewis contacted me and he asked me to come back to the group. So I told him, I said, the only way I'm coming back to the group if Marla comes back, because I know I could trust Marla and all that. So when I returned back to the group, I returned to set his ass up, and I wanted to find out that headstone money, because people sent a lot. When I said they sent a lot of money, they sent a lot of money to Lewis. I mean, through that cash app, because.
Oh, hold on.
Why you on here twice? Okay, there we go. Carry on, Sharon.
I was trying to invite the other different way. Go ahead, carry on.
So the people was donating to the cash app that he had set up with Crystal Stevenson, and so we right now as we speak, we don't even know how much that it was actually donated in there, because by Lewis having her use the cash app, we couldn't really tell how much people really donated. But they did set a goal for the headstone for $2,200 because they wanted to get this bigger size headstone. To turn out the fact that the size that they went for is not the size that he got. He had to go with a smaller size. So what happened was $1,700 was sent to Lewis' baby mama. So
wait a minute. I heard Lewis got a lot of goddamn baby mamas. You gotta break that shit down. Is it his real baby mama, his live-in baby mama, his almost baby mama, or the ones he don't even claim?
Exactly. So yes, Lewis. Okay, so when when Crystal sent the $1,700 to the baby mama, now you would have thought that she would have sent the money to Lewis or his wife. No, he had her send it to the baby mama. So he collected the $1,700 from the baby mother, and so when the day when he's supposed to went to the cemetery, he has supposed to took Miss Magsby with him. He went without her, and so when he got to the cemetery, he only paid $1,500 for the headstone. And remember, you guys, he was given $1,700, but he only spent $1,500. And so, but he goes on his live and saying that he spent $1,700 because he brought these two bases that go on the side of the headstone and stuff like that. None of that is even on the receipt. So he never even spent the whole $1,700. So therefore, he pocketed the other $200. Not to mention, there's another $700 that's that he that's not accounted for that he done took. Like when I say he stole this woman's money, he literally took this woman's money. Like it's he did not give her nothing. And you would have thought that, because you got to understand, like, even though when the headstone when they met their goal for the headstone, people were still sending money in for Miss Magsby, and he kept all that woman's money. I mean, all that woman, and he didn't give her nothing. I mean, then after he dogged her, he kicked Miss Magsby and her whole family out his group.
So look, so in other words, y'all don't know how much money he got out the ordeal. And that nigga coming up, that nigga is good.
That's why he had Crystal Stevenson use that Cash App. See, he didn't want her using that GoFundMe, because he know if she would have did that GoFundMe, we would have seen exactly how much was donated with that GoFundMe.
It's a paper trail.
Exactly. But he had her use that Cash App. So by her using that Cash App, we don't even know how much was actually donated because of that Cash App. And then another thing, how you going to collect money from people when the organization he was promoting doesn't even exist? SWAV, there's no such thing as SWAV, Stand Up Against Violence. So right there, he's already frauding.
Not only that, we have screenshots that show that the organization is not in good standing.
Exactly.
So you're legit in saying that. You are very legit in saying that his group is not in good standing. Exactly. So it's not a real organization. He is literally doing the exact same thing that Jedediah Brown was doing.
I can ask you a question. When you got on, did you have to check your Hangouts or your phone just ring? Because I've been hitting the other ladies and
what I did was I checked my Hangouts. I told the other ladies, I said, you got to go inside the Hangout and you got to click on Live Rosebud, because that's how I found you. And then that's how I got in. They're going to have to click. They got to click wherever your name is inside the Hangouts in order to get to you. Because my phone.
Yeah, because I've been calling them. Yeah, I've been calling them left and right. So if y'all ladies listening, y'all should call and click on the Hangout so I can bring y'all along, so I can have the group interview, because I done hit y'all about 1,500 times. Well, anyway, back into this Lewis thing, right? Back into this Lewis thing, because like I said, he was getting a lot of money out of this, and it, like I said, the situations and things like that. So why do y'all try to have y'all tried to warn women? Because I know y'all done some inside shit. Y'all was like, y'all said y'all have back in the group to try to get the inside of the group to try to get back to Magsby. So y'all was doing some Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, we was. Okay, one thing about me, especially me, I always kept Miss Magsby informed of everything that was going on. You know, even when times when I wanted to leave the group, Miss Magsby told me to stay longer because I wanted to collect as much information off of Lewis that I can. So I stayed in there longer for Miss Magsby. You know, so once when I got everything that I needed from Lewis, I removed myself out the group and I kicked him out of that chat because I knew he was going to try to alter that chat and everything. So I put him out of his own chat. So, but yeah, he's pissed off. But
ooh, you don't fuck with a woman's point. And Miss Magsby, she a real one too. I can tell by the way she talks. She a real gangster grandma. You fuck with her. She was by you. She would have cut Lewis. I'm telling you, she would have cut him a shotty. Miss Magsby not playing about her.
Did you see her going off on her live? She had me damn near nervous for a minute.
Man, did y'all see where he was talking about coming to my job? He gave my job information out and all that.
Yeah, because you said you raised like $2,000 from your job, and it had all kind of people calling up to your job. Oh, there she go. There she go. I told you I wasn't doing
that wrong.
Okay.
Yes, Sarah. Yes. Come through,
now,
Sarah.
Okay, now Sarah, right? Now explain. Now I just heard your name. Now you was there from the beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Okay, excuse my language, but you was the bottom bitch. I mean, not the bottom bitch, but
No, I was never his bitch, but I was there from day one.
I'm just
Sarah,
saying you was the
tell
bottom
Black
bitch.
your
I'm a
hand was
married.
on the
Wait,
steering wheel and you was in
hold
charge.
on. Look, I'm a married woman. I got kids. He knew that.
No,
He don't have my
when,
news, but I've been there since day one.
when we say bottom bitch, we don't mean like his bitch. We just mean the title. Like you was there from day one. The bottom bitch mean the one that's under the pimp. See,
That's
he
the
the
one that you
gorilla
most
pimp, and he
trusted.
be
Hey, but I
yeah
didn't
the
help
one.
him with none of that pimping, though. I didn't help him with none of that pimping.
So
She said,
you
get the
didn't help him.
record straight. Wasn't no pimping done. She just had her hands on the steering wheel because she was in charge. You better understand.
So you didn't
She in
convince no
charge.
women to sit on no pussy shots. You didn't convince no women to sit on no pussy shots.
No, I didn't do that. I just made sure the group was good. Like I came there, just because of the Kanika Jenkins thing, and he had made a post, and he was like he needed admins, and then I signed up to be an admin because I wanted to help because I'm all the way in Seattle, and so then he hit me up, and he was like, do you want the admin position? Do you have time? I had just had a baby, so I was like, okay, and then that's how that started.
So when you first got into the group, how many people was in the group? Was he like mini
There was like
pimping or was it?
It was like 200 and some people. By the time I left, it was like 7,000 people.
God damn! Who the fuck? What the fuck? What was y'all letting in? Was y'all let? Y'all had? We only got 200 people in my goddamn. How the fuck y'all get so many people?
It's because like when the freedom, whatever the freedom fries, when the freedom fries, when they phones was going out, Lewis's phone was still on. That's how I found him. And then that day, he on his live, he was like, "Yeah, I got this group, Stand Up Against Violence." So everybody hurried up and started joining his group. So he kind of took advantage of the fact that everybody's phones was off but his.
Oh, so he got
Oh,
good
so
game, huh?
everybody, his hoes was the only ones that was paying his goddamn bill. Pimpin' Jay was still learning how to pimp at the time. He was an assistant pimp. What you saying is Pimpin' Jay was the assistant pimp at the time, and
No,
Louis
what it
been
really
pimping
was,
since been pimping.
he was
His
look, he
daddy
was
was
just
a
running
pimp,
behind.
his granddaddy was
Yeah,
a pimp,
he
and his great granddaddy was a pimp as well.
no, he was running behind them, kind of picking up their breadcrumbs like a little rat, like he would go down there, even after the fact when Teresa Martin called the protest off, he would still go down there, and there would barely be any people down there just to get some views.
Ain't that a
Yeah, he was
bitch?
down there doing he was down there doing the Salvation Army thing. Tanika,
I need
anybody
some
want the
views.
pass?
And that's so the
So
very beginning, he was posting cash apps, talking about he was gonna bring the protesters food and drinks, and then he never brought them nothing, and that's kind of where me and him started falling out the first time.
So was you out the group and you came back in the group, or you was all out? Was you in the group and then you was out?
So I was there in the beginning, and then me and Lewis fell out, and then I left for a while. During that time, that's when Sharon and Marla came, and then he kicked them out, and then that's when Crystal and all them other girls came, and then after he dogged them, he brought me, Sharon, and Marla back, but he had a plan for us.
We had a
But we
plan for y'all. What
wanted
he
him.
wanted to do with y'all?
He tried to use us, and okay, this is what he did. He tried to use, I don't know if he was planning to get all of us, but he tried to turn us against each other. He once he put Sharon and Marla, or no, they left, and then after they left, then he was trying to get me to believe that Sharon was stealing money. But I knew all along me and Sharon been talking behind the scenes for like days. We'd be up like till late at night, peeping what he was what he was doing. And then so then after that, like I think I came back just to have kind of one foot in and one foot out, so I could still let Marla and Sharon know what was going on. But he didn't know that. But he about
So
to know today.
so y'all so he was thinking he was fucking y'all when y'all was really fucking him. In
Yeah,
other
he was
words.
fucking him.
Exactly.
Because
Oh my
we
God, I
became
love it
real
when the
close.
plans come together. So he was just trusting. That's actually called pillow talking, right? When a man be like, yeah, he tell all his little business and shit. Yeah, whatever, nigga, your dick is big. Well, whatever, all that
Yeah,
old
me
shit.
and
But no, he
Sharon,
giving
we
y'all the
was
goods.
pounding him on the look.
Was this the only case he was working?
No, Lewis
What's
don't have a
that?
job.
No, Lewis
Was
don't
this
have
the
a
only
job.
case he was working? Did he have any other cases besides the Magsby case?
No,
No,
the
before
Maxie
that, he
case
did the
was it.
Kanika Jenkins case. But once Teresa Martin, she called him out on the live and told him to get the fuck away from her. He threw a big ass fit in the admin chat.
Have you ever met Sarah? Have you ever met Lewis in person?
No, I'm all the way in Seattle.
So he never met. None of y'all ever met him in person.
Nope, I
No.
never met him in person. I seen him on video chat, but that's it.
Has he ever tried to like take his shirt off and look sexy on the video chat and try to like
Oh,
seduce you?
He would do shit on the live, like he would lick his lips. One time I messaged him and I was like, I am not flirting with you because you know I got a husband. I was like, look, I'm not flirting with you, but you need to stop licking your lips like that and get you some chapstick. He gonna send that message to Sharon because you know he loved him for Sharon. He tried to send a message to Sharon like I was just coming on to him. He think everybody like him.
Hey Sharon,
yes.
have you ever had a fake freaky talk with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna just talk freaky with him for the night, you know, just to turn the nigga on and not turn the Have you ever had one of them talks with him? Have you ever told him like, hey, stick a banana in your ass again? Have you ever had one of them talks? Like,
Oh, we should have. Shit.
No, I never like. He always had like try to get me to talk that way towards him, but I was not feeling Lewis like that. Like what I'm telling y'all, Lewis is not even my type for one, and it's just like, it's just oh my god, just to.
okay, look, look. What's the I forget. Look, Sarah, what is the sexiest part about Lewis?
Man, I got a husband. My husband's sexy. I don't look at Lewis like that.
Well, his head,
Got man
his bald
boobs.
head,
He got man boobs,
his
an egghead, a
mustache.
crooked ass nose. Man, nah, I'm good. Mm-mm.
You good? So he ain't seducing you.
No,
It
no,
gotta be
no. Look,
some kind.
he tried to come on to me like, but it was like minor shit. It's not nothing big. Like in the beginning, one time, like I think I told him to smile, and he took the shit the wrong way, and he was like, "You're making me crush on you." I was like, well, I was like, no.
You better not give Lewis no opportunity. He gonna fuck. You better not do that. Boy is fucking. You better not. You have to change that. This nigga probably got porn and all kind of shit. Lewis, he got 9 kids. He got 4 on the way. He got half. Oh my! This nigga
Look,
Lewis is incredible.
look,
So did y'all feel comfortable? Could I ask y'all a question, right? Would y'all say if he didn't play no games and like he really needed money for like child support and things like that? Do you think women in that group would have offered it to him if he would have just asked him for it?
yes, you know what? And I told him that too. I was like, Lewis, you ain't got to sell these girls a dream. Why don't you just be honest and be real and be compassionate and maybe they'll feel you, you know?
Fuck that.
I'm
Fuck
just
that.
telling you. Let me tell you something. Lewis had these women so like he had them so thinking that they was gonna be in a relationship with him. These women was sending him money, trying to fly him to their city. I mean, when I say
Wait.
he got. Whew.
Hey, wait a minute. Didn't earlier I heard he lost his bottom bitch. I heard he lost his bottom bitch today.
Oh Lord. he lost 2 more. He lost
He
2
lost,
more.
look, he ain't got no more admins
He ain't got
now.
no more
Okay, let's
admin.
just say that.
He lost the one rider. He lost the crazy one. Yesterday I heard she was taking on Facebook. I'm not just talking about she was taking
You
on
know,
the whole Facebook.
Nakia, Nakia, like I think she gonna come on and talk tomorrow and tell what happened to her. Like, what's fucked up, you know, CPS got called on her, and I think he tried to make it
No,
seem,
no. Are you
yeah,
serious?
and he tried to make it seem like it was the group, but really it was Lewis.
Yeah,
And that
Lewis
was
called.
and I heard the interview earlier when y'all was saying y'all didn't want her to get involved with that because y'all was more worried about her kids and things like that. So y'all didn't want her to give her
Yeah,
that position
yeah.
because y'all knew what he was capable of. And y'all was
Mhm.
actually right.
Right,
You
right.
know, and, wow, that's some cold shit. So what do you think the women are what do you think the women are protecting them for right now though? If they see all these accusations and shit, why do you think they're still protecting them?
because I think the ones that's I think he got a lot. When I say he has a lot of nude photos of women,
Mm-hmm.
he using that against him. Basically, he's bullying them and blackmailing them and everything. When I say we done saw so many pictures, because when we were in the chat, he done showed us so many pictures of these women that
Right.
that sent him their private
And
pictures
he
and
would
stuff like
make
that.
fun of
And he's
them.
blackmailing them. He's blackmailing these women. That's why they're scared to speak on him. But I'm not scared of the little bitch. I'm not scared of his ass because I know he ain't got shit on me, and I'm a bring his ass down, plain and simple.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna bring
You
him
know
down.
what? It's like this. Hey, ladies, you got you got pussy flicks out there. Surprise! It's already too late. Your pussy flicks is already out there. So, we got
Marla.
Oh, Marlon here.
Marla's in the house.
we already got pussy flicks out there. So don't be ashamed now if you already got them out there. You might as well come on and talk about the nigga too because we already done saw the pussy. Ain't nobody done saw your pussy. Ain't saw your pussy before. I done saw thousands of pussy. I watch a different pussy every night. So your pussy ain't no different from any pussy I see on any goddamn Pornhub. So
I
come
just
on
want
and
to say
talk
this.
about this shit.
Look, I just want to say one thing. You guys don't shame them women for doing that because I know Lewis and he's real slick with it. Like he's dumb, but he's not dumb. Like, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. He's real slick with his mouth, And I think he's good at talking girls out their panties, And it's like it's just to me, I just see another girl as like another victim of Lewis. So everybody be trying to go hard on these women, like, oh, you shouldn't have sent them nudes and all that stuff, but they didn't think he was gonna do them like that. Like I've seen Lewis in action and do all that messy stuff, and I think it's messed up that people are coming at the women. Like yeah, okay, you shouldn't have sent your nudes, but it did happen, and but what he did with them once he had them was wrong. Like that's some shit
Mm-hmm.
he should have kept in his inbox. Like
Mm-hmm.
you said last night, Rosebud, you said he messing it up for all of y'all because ain't nobody gonna
Yeah.
want to send no push shots no more.
Ain't nobody gonna want to send no pussy shots after Lewis done fucked up all the pussy shots.
Man.
And that's kind of fucked up. You fucking off for everybody else because like I ain't got no pussy shots, and now women are actually scared to send me pussy shots because of shit like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you gonna send me a pussy shot? And be like, nah, you know Lewis. I'm like, how the fuck you know I know Lewis? We don't get along like that, but I can get a pussy shot. So from that experience, do you think any one of y'all women will ever hop in another organization or like really like back another organization or put
No.
your all into it like that again?
No. 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 No.
You won't?
Me, per-
No.
me personally, I will because I'm not gonna let one bad apple spoil, someone else who's legitimately trying to help people. So me, I'm going. But one thing I'm gonna do next time, I'm gonna do my research
Right.
and I'm gonna check things out before I even start giving again. I know that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna continue doing on helping people. I'm not gonna let what Lewis did stop me from helping people because that's not the type of person that I am.
Yeah.
So do you felt you have done some good since you've been there? Do you feel like your
No,
contributions
we
have done
did.
some good for people?
Look, we did, when me and Sharon and Marla came together, like we didn't know each other before. We all had been put out before. It was stupid for him to put us all together because we still had that anger built up from before. But when we came back to that group, like we really try to fix things and we really try to because he was already in deep shit then because of that headstone from Miss Magsby, and we had to come in at the end of that. I could already tell he lost a lot of followers, a lot of people that would have donated, because a lot of people really believed in Lewis. I believed in Lewis. But when you start seeing the shady stuff, it's like, no, I'm good. But like, I don't know. Like when me and Sharon and Marlon went in there, we worked well as a team, and we really tried to turn things around. But he didn't want to fix things. He liked that drama. He didn't want. He didn't. We ran that group. He didn't do shit.
And
Hey,
Marla,
this is
Marla,
Marla. Let me
Marla, have he
tell
ever
y'all
asked
this.
you? Marla, have he ever asked you to do something that you not sexual, like felt uncomfortable doing towards somebody else? Like you never had beef with somebody, he automatically asked you to do something that you felt like was disrespectful, but you kind of went because you felt like you felt loyal.
Let me tell you what happened.
from my perspective. With
From your
Lewis,
perspective.
as far as the group came along, when Sharon and I came back, I had already put Sharon up on game about who Lewis was. Lewis, the wannabe pimp from Chicago, but since he can't hang out on Madison with the real pimps, he used Facebook because his
Oh, so
ass
you the
on
one? You
house
said you the one
arrest.
who up in the same neighborhood with like kind of like with Lewis, right?
Yeah,
We
Marla
were
was
from the
calling it too.
area.
In the same area, yeah. You you
Hmm.
say he want to be pimp?
Yeah, he'll want to be pimp. See, the real pimps in Chicago hang out on Madison Avenue, and he want to
He
be
hang out
like
on
that. And
Facebook.
since he can't, he had to use Facebook because he on house arrest. He can't go far.
That's not a bitch. He on real house arrest, or his girl got him on house arrest? What's house
No,
arrest is?
real live house arrest.
For all them cases, I heard he got like 15,000 cases and shit.
Yeah, he do. I pulled his record.
Oh my
He
God.
just. I
I paid for
posted
that
his
record
record.
too. That's how much I wanted it.
I posted his record since he tried to lie like I wanted him, and I got a whole
Hmm.
real man over here that don't like bananas in his ass.
Oh no, you can't say that.
I can.
You saw the dick flick too then. So you saw the dick flick too then, Marla.
Those dick pics everywhere.
So did he send you one personally? Do you got a personal dick flick?
Hell nah, he know better.
Have you ever met him? I'm talking about on a personal level. Have you ever since y'all from the same neighborhood, have you ever met him personally?
I have never met him, but I know some people that stay around him. And towards our exit, I started to mention those people, and he was shook then, talking about why you asking me, do I know them? Scary ass.
Because you know a real one. So look, I want you ladies to tell me this, right? What do you think like Lewis should do with all this, like as a man, you know, as far as like with all these accusations and the things he's doing with women? You think he should apologize? You think he should quit, move on, you know, not say that at all?
I think he need to
I
Be
own.
quiet.
I think he
I
need to
think
own
he
his
should
shit for one and
apologize.
quit lying. He need to apologize to every woman that he done did this to, and I think he need to just get off Facebook and go away.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
say this. I didn't know he was doing a lot of the stuff he was doing until towards the end. I always thought he was stealing money. Now I always said that, and I always knew he was gonna leave these women holding the bag that was admins, and I was trying to
Hey,
push some of them away so that he didn't get them. But some of them was so in love with him, and I didn't find out to the back end what was going on, him getting all the pictures and him begging them and promising them he gonna move with them and stuff.
Uh, uh, hold on 1 minute. So we're gonna ask you, like I asked the other two women, what is the most attractive thing about Lewis?
Nothing. That Beijing spray painted beard.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm gonna post a picture of my husband and post a picture of
I
Lewis.
can't talk
Okay.
to you. I can't. Huh? Something is wrong with
To the
Nisha. Tell her
person that's
to,
in your
Nisha,
comments
hang
that's
up and call
Lily
back.
Arnold, I ain't getting no coins. If I had got some coins from him, y'all would have knew it because he would have pimped all y'all and gave it to me.
Oh
Right.
shit. So like another thing, right? I want to ask, right? So have any of y'all talked to Miss Maxby since this new this Lewis thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I talk to Miss Maxby all the time.
So Sheena's helping her right now, right?
Well, from what I'm hearing, Sheena's not. I don't know because I'm getting two stories for because from what my understanding is, she has somebody that's already working with her to get justice for her daughter, and so I don't know as far as like where Sheena fits in on that because I have no clue.
Okay. Did y'all ever think Lewis was really trying to get justice for the daughter ever?
I
I
think he
think
was.
originally, yes.
You thought he was originally trying to get justice for the daughter?
I think so, but it was a motive behind it. He wanted to get that case so he can get the notoriety
to get more cases so he can scam harder.
Yeah.
So it was like a gateway drug. Once he got that, he was gonna get all the rest of them.
Exactly.
It all started with the Cash Apps with Kanika. Then when I left, he started using Crystal's name. And then when I came back, like they were like he got rid of all them admins and then threw them all under the bus. So when me and Sharon Marla got there, we kind of had to pick up the pieces from that. We didn't even know what we was walking into. And he begged us to come back. Because the first time my husband was like, fuck no, because he said he was a womanizer. But the second time my husband was like, okay, do what you do, just be careful.
How do you beg y'all? Can you put in your best one at a time, right? Can y'all give me y'all best?
I got a screenshot.
No, we want impersonations. Can y'all give me y'all best Lewis? I want you back line. Starting with Sharon. Give me your best. Lewis, I want you back line.
Did he say Sharon or Sarah?
Sharon
first. No, we gonna say Sharon for last. Sharon, you first. Give me your best, Lewis. I want you back in the group line because I need you.
Okay. Sarah, you're my best admin. You've been there since day one. You've been rocking with me. I need your help. Please come back. I need your help.
please come back, Sarah. Please, day one. Use the bottom with that first.
He be like, you're my ace. You've been rocking with me. You're like one of the homies. I was like, wow.
That's kind of fucked up.
I'm doing a Lewis impression. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I want to see this.
Y'all can hear me now? Y'all know I'm the bomb with the impressions, right? Y'all know my impressions be on point, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got you, right? Okay, here y'all go.
Wait, you gotta hold on, you gotta lick your lips. You gotta lick your lips.
No, Suave ain't get under that money. You know what I'm saying? I sent that money to
Wait, you gotta lick your lips.
Huh?
You gotta
rub your head in your ear.
Wait, I'm getting to it. You know, he don't lick it until after the first sentence. But he gotta stutter first. You gotta get that stutter in there first after the question. So he read the question, he's like, yeah, so did you get a smaller headstone? No, man, I ain't get the headstone. You know what I'm saying? If you got me on Facebook, I ain't gonna expose the information on live, but I'll go to your personal inbox and send you that fake ass screenshot that I made up. I got y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because the shit be live. You know what I'm saying? You know how much work I put in? You know about the work I put in? Come on, man, stop it. I'm supposed to get half of everything that come up. I'm supposed to get half of everything that come up in this piece, you know what I'm saying? Because I put the work in. My boots was on the ground. Yeah, they paid for my ticket. Yeah, they paid for my stay. But the money I saved, I put on my child support. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get out. Ain't nobody help me. I save money when they pay for me, and that's how I pay my child support. Nobody help me. Talking about, she got that money
you
back.
Forgot the part. Look, you forgot the part where he stutters. He'd be like,
Right, that's the next question. That's what he said. He say, what did you get a smaller headstone? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Because are you on Facebook? Because are you on Facebook? Because it was like I think it was 750, but at some point it reached like 1,000. I know it was over that. I got the screenshot for 750, but I know it got over 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You gotta follow the paper trail that don't exist. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no paper trail. You gotta follow it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Add
Oh no.
I got my impressions down pat, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
You gotta pump your muscles up a little bit too. You know, you pump his muscles up.
Have everyone?
Right? Did y'all see him trying to tear his shirt off? Trying to tear that cheap ass white beater. Why he have to grunt before he do it? What the fuck was that all about? I was like, wait a minute, nigga, is you hot or agitated? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Are you overheated or are you aggravated? What the hell is going on, nigga?
Look, and then he be hella
Need a
paranoid.
cold towel?
Look, then he be hella paranoid. He be like, Sarah, you talking to Sharon? What did she say? What did she say? Like I gotta tell him what she said. He's hella paranoid.
He was in love with Sharon. He like, hey,
he was throwing up the F you finger like he was scaring somebody with the man tits. Talking about roar, nigga. Are you auditioning for the new Jurassic Park? What the fuck is going on up in here? I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if the nigga gonna lift a table or a person. I don't know what the hell is going on with that video. That video is confusing as hell.
Look, and when he sit at the table, you guys notice his boobs kind of hang on the table, like they resting on the table. He got man boobs. I'm saying, oh my goodness.
Some women like that. Some.
No woman likes to be matched in breast size, Black. That's a lie. No woman wants to be matched in breast size, and I believe that all of Lewis's muscles can fit in my bra, and I have a problem with that. And I have an issue with that. If he can wear my bra better than me, you have a goddamn problem.
Like, hold on, it's your time to suck my titty.
I'm saying the nigga had his contour. That contour in between both them titties is better than mine. I need to send him some V-necks. That's the way to go. He needs some V-necks and some sheer shirts. Just let it out, Lewis. Let it out.
So what you think Lewis' preference of women is? Do you think it's any type of women? Because I done saw chocolate pussy, I done saw light-skinned pussy, I done saw white pussy, Mexican pussy, Muslim pussy. He got some Forrest Gump type of pussy. He got all kind of pussy, jumbo pussy, tiger pussy.
Lewis don't discriminate. He don't discriminate. Lewis even hits on the he even hits on transgenders.
Yeah, Cherry Boom Boom.
I saw that.
Yes,
because we posted it yesterday in the live yesterday where he was telling her when she gets so thick. Yeah, she taking it in the ass. Of course she gonna be thick.
Look, and you notice he didn't address that on his live when he went on YouTube. He was like, I just said I liked your tats. And I was like, no, you left out the part where you said she was thick.
He was on our live telling us it's fake. He said it was Photoshop. Somebody Photoshopped his comment.
He's lying. He is lying.
We know because it was people that watched him type that shit in live. It was people that was on her live with him that saw that shit scroll up their screen.
Yep.
I'm not gonna compliment on no transsexual on this tattoos and none of that shit. I would give a fuck if he had Tupac on it and Jesus on the middle of his forehead. I'm not fit to comment on nothing about no transsexual.
Joy said, does the panel know that who side trolls are since he claimed he got 15 in each group? That's a good question, Joy. So do any of you young ladies on the panel know who the supposed trolls are that Lewis has in the groups?
I don't know, because he probably lost 10 of them tonight because he lost his admin, so who knows?
That's true. He did lose his admin. I also wanted to ask y'all when the exposing initially started, when he initially started posting the pictures of women that he had in his inbox, what was your take and what was your stance when it all started to crumble?
Well, when he started doing it, I told him he was wrong. You know, I said, I don't know what's going on with you and these women and stuff like that. But I always told him that he was wrong for what he was doing. You know, it wasn't right and stuff like that. But Lewis, the type of person that if they piss him off or if they say anything about him, that's what he does. That's what he does to try to quiet them and all this other stuff. That's what I said. Lewis is dirty. I mean, if y'all only knew, this dude is
And we
dirty as
have
hell.
talked to Lewis 100
Yes.
times and said, focus on justice. Leave
Yes.
that alone. We tried to
Can I?
revamp it for him, but he wanted to argue with people, talk about all these different women, and he had a whole argument
Look,
all night long with one woman because he
look,
want
look,
to
look,
see
listen
her
to this.
picture.
Look, listen to this. One time Sharon was going off on somebody, and then his ass, he was like, "Ooh, you're making my dick hard." Like I was like, "What?"
Whoa, that nigga.
Wait. We not gonna roll past that like you ain't just say that.
I just said that. I just did. I did.
We gonna bring that back for the people that's just not getting in. You gonna have to repeat that information
Said
one
when she
time for the
mad.
one time.
So look, okay, so we was in the chat and we was talking, and then Sharon, I think, cause so he made it to where all the people would come through the admins. He didn't want people hitting his phone up, but that was a setup. That's another story. But anyways, Sharon must have got on someone's head, and he was like, "Ooh, Sharon, you're making my dick hard," cause the way that she came at the girl.
That would probably turn me on too. Like women fighting over me. I would say made my balls sweat or something. My balls shrink. I was like, oh, I like that type of shit right there. You ain't ever had no man find a video of this like, oh shit, that's sexy right there.
Yeah, when you get mad, when women are mad, supposedly it's sexy. So yeah, I guess, but I mean, you got a wife, so you probably shouldn't be telling another woman that she getting your dick hard, bruh.
That's so true.
Can I ask you a question? Have Lewis ever got accused? Ever got accused of having sex with a woman or only sending dick flicks?
I don't know. I never got a dick flick.
Because I mean, maybe he was using the dick flicks. I mean, maybe he's using the pussy flicks and things like that as like ransom, and he's not really caring about having sex with him. He's like, okay, as long as I got these flicks, I got some type of power. I don't really care about the pussy because I know I ain't gonna reach the pussy way over there in Zimbabwe, Michigan.
I think he cares about it both. I think he likes looking at the shit, and then he probably rub one off to it. But then when he didn't use that girl up, then he uses that picture against her.
I heard one girl was squirting. I heard one girl said the squirting video was off the hook. Can y'all send me that video so I can
So he can be a master debater. He needs to be a master debater. Can y'all send him that video, please? He been asking for 7 days for somebody to send him some cat pics. Can somebody send him somebody else's pussy pic? It ain't gotta be yours. But y'all done seen them. So can we get a random one? Can somebody go screenshot something from Pornhub and send it to him, please?
No. I done saw every pussy on Pornhub. I don't want to see no more Pornhub pussy. I'm tired of Pornhub pussy. I want some Lewis pussy. Lewis get pussy from all over the land. All them Pornhub bitches right from LA. Lewis get pussy from Oakland. He get pussy from Oklahoma, Kansas City, Portland.
Hold on one second, Black. I'm going to answer this comment question because I don't know if people came in a little bit late or if they missed it. So I want to answer this for the ladies because remember I was telling you I didn't want them to feel like they were being victim blamed. So the young ladies were kicked out and then brought back. When they came back with intention to set Lewis up. So they allowed Lewis to do quite a bit of things so that they can get the information on it so that he can be exposed. It wasn't that they were staying because they liked him or felt some type of way about him. They were intending on exposing him upon coming back to the group. When they got kicked out of the group initially, they were not expecting to be kicked out of the group. They were kicked out of the group because of whatever questions they had for the Latoria Magsby case. Okay, I hope that clears you guys up.
Also, let me ask that.
Somebody asked.
Can I add to that?
If that was the fake Teresa Martin Kanika funds that was set up for the GoFundMe? Was he behind those? And do either one of you know whether or not he was behind those fake GoFundMes in Teresa Martin's name?
See, that was around the time I was there. I can't say that he did because I don't have no receipt, so I'm not gonna say he did. But I heard that he did. But I know he had 2 cash apps.
And did you guys ever get the money from the cash apps from either one of them or from just one of them?
Well, though that time the Cash App was strictly in his name. I think the second time around he got smart about it, and that's why he put it in Crystal's name.
So the
He
Now,
original Cash
pretend
App
his
that was set up
stopped
in his
working.
name. So you guys never saw a ledger for the original Cash App whatsoever.
Nope,
No.
not at all. He said he didn't get no money, but it was really weird because then people started asking for their money back, and then he started refunding people. But I'm like, how could you refund anybody when you said you didn't get no money?
Right. I have another question from the group chat for you guys. Do you guys know for certain whether or not Lewis was behind? I'm sorry, was whether or not Lewis's wife was behind the exposed page? Did she create that exposure page first?
I'm
I'm not
not
sure.
sure.
Anybody know that? Nobody knows who started the page?
No, I
Uh,
don't.
it was
Well,
probably
that sounds
Lewis.
like it might have been her. Because if you guys were the admin and y'all know the person that was being, is Rosie in the chat room?
what
Is
is the
Rosie
exposure
here?
page?
Crystal,
Look, he
somebody
made
sent
that.
Crystal
He made that right after
Stevenson
Shannon and
a
Marley
link
left, so
to
I'm
the
pretty sure he
room.
made that to expose us.
What is the exposure
Crystal
page? The exposure page
Stevenson wants
is a
to come on.
a page with all the pussy shots.
It might
No, it
be. I
was a
don't know.
group.
I'm not in
Well, it's
there.
two of them, Black. It's two of them. One of the exposure pages you already saw because somebody sent you the cover photo where you were saying you didn't want to see no dicks. So you already saw that page. That page
I
is
already
where
shot
Lewis
one.
is in, right? So he, in turn, like the coward ass nigga he is, he goes and make an exposure page tit for tat. How old is Lewis? Yeah,
43.
I'll ask that in a minute. I'll ask that
He's
in a minute.
43.
So, like, he's who?
He's 43.
That nigga my age.
Shut the front door.
Yes, that
Yeah.
Negro is 43 years old and acting like that.
Yeah.
Shut the front door. He 43 with 9 kids doing tit for tat on fucking social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
That's kid.
12.
That's
Someone
kid shit
said
right there.
Crystal's in the chat.
Somebody add Crystal Stevenson because she's the one he blamed stealing the money when he really stole it and was threatening her
And he
kids.
dogged her. He dogged her out the most. He put her picture in the group, like, and man, it was all bad. It was
She was
all
the
bad.
first one to expose the money trail. She was
Yes,
the
Right.
first
Crystal
one to
was.
expose the text
Yep.
messages that showed
Yes, she
that
was.
she did not have that money, that money went to the baby mama. Why he talking about he ain't had no, how I'm gonna have access to it if it was in my baby mama account? You
Yeah.
Exactly.
fucking her. That's
Yeah,
how you
look,
get
she's
the money,
here.
nigga.
She
Who's
just
stupid?
posted. She's
Who ain't
here.
never seen somebody take advantage of their damn baby mama? Be for real. We know how you got that. If she say she sent the money to your baby mama, nigga, you touched it.
And she's
You had
here.
that
You have to
money.
add it to the channel.
So you think ain't nobody? So from what I'm hearing right now, right? Since all the administrators left, Lewis, his organization is basically over, right? But it's a lot of people that's going to really come at him with legal things because it's a lot of people say he's done a lot of foul shit and they want to come at him with legal things. Because I talked to a lot of people, a lot of women that didn't want to actually get on. Like, well, I want to hit him with some legal shit because that was foul what he done.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
he did some dirty shit. He did some dirty shit. Like Lewis is, I mean, he's foul as hell. I mean, the stuff
Like,
he did is just that it's so uncalled for. It's just, I mean, and then he thinks it's okay. Like he thinks he's untouchable. He thinks he's so untouchable. But like I
That's why
said,
he was in our chat last night talking about stay out my business. Stay out my business. Stay out my business. Stay out my business.
oh, he had a live last night.
No,
He had a live
when
last night.
he was in our live chat last night. Remember, I told you the last thing he said to us before we logged off was "Stay out of my business." What you gonna do? Send me a banana pig, or you gonna send me a
how you
Bumpy
gonna tell him
Johnson
to
pig?
stay out his
Because I'm
business?
scared of both of them motherfuckers. I'm scared to see the banana in the tailpipe, and I'm scared to see Bumpy Johnson. I didn't go to the exposure page.
Don't send me no dick flick, whatever you do. I don't want no dick flick. I don't want to see no dick flicks. I don't want none of that shit. I done heard about that
It's
shit.
unwanted.
I got surprised with that shit. I told you, ladies, somebody actually sent me a dick they sent me a dick flick of Lewis and then gonna send me a message after it. Like, I didn't want you to see that. I just had to explain to him, like, bitch, why did you send me that? I'm open like, damn, somebody sent me a picture of this Lewis dick. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now I'm fucked up for life. I done saw a little dick. I'm fucked up for life. You don't supposed to force dicks. Ladies.
You sending me pictures of smoked sausages that was dropped on the ground where there's loose gravel. Why is that?
No.
Why are there Vienna sausage pictures with gravel all over them? I don't know. Is that HPV?
Yeah, the one I seen is real
Was
bumpy.
he missing a vaccine or something? I need a shot record. I want to know what the fuck is going on.
So I want to know what do you ladies' future plan like now? From like, are y'all? I'm like, you said, some of you said, ladies said you'll never like support another organization. Another one said you would. I mean, have y'all become friends now, or are y'all gonna start probably doing things together for like? Have y'all created a bond through this or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Me and Marla, Sharon got close, and now Nakia and Kristen, and all the other girls. Like, you guys always reach out to us. Like, and I don't know what's moving forward, but I don't know if I want to help any organization as far as like something like Lewis's, but maybe help women in this type of situation, dealing with online bullying, dealing with a man like that, because I don't ever want to see another girl go through that. It's really sad. Lewis needs help. He needs professional help.
Oh, so you
Very
would like?
true.
I mean, that would be good for somebody to bring awareness to that. Somebody that been through that to bring awareness to it. That would be good. So y'all might probably want to look into that because y'all look like some strong women.
Yeah.
And
I
I
have
will
a
say
question.
this. I'll say this. With me, I'm gonna always help people because I sit on the board of an organization right now that mentors
Right.
women and children. So everyone that's commenting, they have to understand I had to get proven information. Lewis has escaped everybody but me and Sharon and Sarah. And
Mhm.
Sarah didn't know originally. Me and Sharon had to test her out for a while before we told her, look, this is what we doing, and this is how we're
Right.
gonna bring him down. So
Right.
we actually joined together as three women to bring him down because we seen a
Mhm.
lot of it. We heard about the pictures before and we didn't see him. We got him to the point he felt so comfortable and trusting us. He sent us everything. So
Right.
that's how we knew the truth and what they were saying and what he was saying to them. And he would delete what he said to them, but just post all their stuff like they was talking to themselves the whole time. And boom, here's the
Mhm.
picture.
Yeah. See,
So my
and see.
question, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
So I just want to clear up this part too about the little fake app thing. So originally I posted that like, and that was kind of like rope for Lewis to hang himself because I knew he was gonna fuck with it because that's what Lewis does. But we didn't use none of that shit because I told him if you read it, I'm like don't use it. And so I was just showing him, but also I was showing him how to detect a fake message. But his dumb ass took the rope, hung himself, sent Sharon a message using that fake app and trying to act like he done told who did he tell Sharon that you was pregnant by him?
Yeah.
Whoa, Sharon, you was
Yeah.
pregnant by him?
No,
And
he used
and
the
his
fake app.
Oh, I thought he said, yeah, to say that Sharon was pregnant by him, right?
yeah, doing by using a fake app he created. He's sick.
And And so after he did that, and because he posted it in the group chat, I messaged Sharon and I was like, he used that app I just posted. And then I circled, like, there's 5 different things you could look on them fake messages and tell they're fake. Because the bottom screen is a different menu than any phone. On the top, instead of saying home, it says go back. And then also it's under military time. And then there's something else too. I'm gonna post it in that group so y'all can see. But it wasn't meant to be like, here, Lewis, just start making fake messages, because we just made that example about Crystal because that's what we was talking about at the time.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, right? This is how we're gonna end this, right? So
You got two people that's trying to get on while you're trying to end it. Two more
I'm not.
admins
No,
are trying to.
Anisha's here.
I'm gonna end that interview. I'm gonna bring some other people on. I'm gonna end them, right? Because
I have a quick question that takes a quick answer before these ladies get off. If you just give me 1 second, just 1 second.
okay.
You guys were around and kind of trying to set
Do
Lewis
you?
up to make sure that he took the rope so that you guys had enough rope to hang him with. Do you feel like you owe any of the women an apology that were being backlashed while you guys were collecting the information where you could not tell them that you were collecting the information on their behalf?
I
Yeah.
definitely, I will say on my behalf, I do apologize but I had to make it believable. And towards
Mm-hmm.
the end, when I was getting close to leaving, I actually reached out to a couple of people and told them, hey, y'all don't think we crazy. This is what we're doing. But I couldn't tell everyone because around here are talking too much and they are telling him, as y'all can see, he has a
And
lot
I
of
was still in
people
the
that
group at that
still
time
will
too.
tell him what's going on. We had to be really tight-lipped. You can't infiltrate a structure from the outside. You got to be inside.
That's right.
Oh, like
And I was still in the group yet. Lewis didn't even know that me, Marla, and Sharon was still talking. He thought I was Team Lewis. But the whole time I was still rocking with Sharon and Marla.
that's what women supposed to do, stick together. You know what I'm saying? More women need to stick together like y'all was doing and bringing out awareness of things like that and actually bringing down people that's taking advantage of women. So that's actually good. All three of y'all came together for a cause because now he can't do that to other women and y'all actually saved a lot of women. So, I mean, y'all should be applauded for the shit y'all done. You feel me? So it's
I
not letting
wanted
it go.
to give them a I'm glad I wanted to ask the question because they have been bombarded with so many questions and so many why did you do that when they did explain it, because I got what they were trying to say and I understood what they were trying to say, that this was a setup. And when you setting up, you can't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. So I have to
Right,
laugh because I need for him to think that I'm on his side. I have to LOL because I need for him to think that I'm in his camp while I'm collecting
right,
this information. So at the end of the day, now that it's all said and done, I definitely want to give them a chance to let the ladies know that it was all for them and that they apologize for the hurt that was inflicted while they were collecting the information, because it was all about collecting the information. I don't want anybody to feel like these young ladies were just participating for the hell of it, because I heard what they had to say. It was not from the very beginning of them coming back. That's what they said. When he brought us back, we came back with intent to collect information from the gate. So it was all about having that structure between them to be able to collect the information, and it just puts up a facade that looks a certain type of way. And now that that's over, they have the opportunity to say, "Hey, ladies, I know it looked this way, but this was all for you."
Right.
right. See,
Correct.
I'm gonna say this too. Like, I don't normally get on lives and do all that stuff, but about this, I felt like it was my duty as a woman to come forward so nobody else gets done like this. And then I also want to apologize to anybody that got hurt along the way, because I know Lewis likes to pull out stuff. He said this or she said that. If it was said, it wasn't said with intent to hurt nobody.
Okay. We
We
want to thank
appreciate
y'all.
that. That's respectable.
Your face is paused. But if we want to thank y'all for coming out, y'all, I'll probably end up doing a video on this dude. So I'll probably reach out to y'all a little later on. There you go. A little later on, and probably get some evidence from y'all. If y'all want to help out on making a video to expose them.
Yes,
And
I got all the receipts on them.
Yeah,
So
me too. Me too.
you're more than I'll be more than welcome to send you whatever you need.
you ain't gotta send me. All you gotta do is I just gotta get a basic concept. Yeah, matter of fact, you don't need to send me that. All you gotta do is tell me the direction. You feel me? Tell me the
Okay.
direction I want to go. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if I'm gonna write a skit or what I'm gonna do. But if y'all want me to expose them with the receipts, I would do that in a skit. So, ladies,
And
and
I'm
the
pretty
next 2
sure,
ladies coming out.
I'm pretty sure
I
after this,
got y'all.
look, I'm pretty sure after this too that other women are gonna come forward and want to tell their story too, because he done threw so many people under the bus, and I think they probably want to clear their name too.
Come on through. Come on through. We got them. Well, thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having
Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much.
I don't know how to hang them up. Oh, there you go. Bam, bam, bam.
There we go. Bam, 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 bam.
There you go. Now can we go back and forth? Let me see. Wait a minute. How did you the only person that's showing in this motherfucker? Huh? There we go. Hello? Say something. So we can see if we can go back and forth. Why am I?
Okay, Crystal and Bettina, you have to give Black Rosebud your email address and you have to have Hangouts. If you do not have the app, go ahead and take the time out to try to download it now. All right. Did they get your questions answered, ladies and gentlemen? I know some of you were still feeling like they just sat in the background, but I understand what they were doing. You have to, at a certain point.
Oh shit. Wait.
Muted. Why am I muted? Hello? Can you hear me?
There you go. You straight.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so what I was saying was, I know a lot of times, because I know a lot of you still feel like the ladies were more participating than they were anything else. But you got to understand that when you are at war, the end result is important. So there are casualties that go along with it. You know what I'm saying? The war doesn't stop because you lost the soldier. You have to continue on until you get everything that you need. And we would not have all of the tea that we had they not collected it. So if they are true in what they're saying about setting him up, then it does require a certain level of finesse that will hurt people in the process, as long as they apologize in the end. Lionel Harris, Shantae. Lionel Harris. Y'all know his Facebook name. Y'all know that Facebook name, okay? The Facebook name is Lionel Harris. Send your email address to Lionel Harris, the white t-shirt with him holding up like this, where he got the food stamp on the front of it. That's the one you need to send it to so he can add you to the panel. But that's just to bring perspective. If they are being true about what they are saying, then I do understand that you cannot tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. And the smaller your circle is, the less of a chance you have of having it infiltrated. We have that same thing going on with the group right now. The smaller the group, the less the infiltrations. So if they had an end result in mind, they obtained it. They got exactly what they were looking for. He hung himself. The information's out there. They have the screenshot. They have the receipt. And they gave y'all an apology. They just sat here and gave y'all a heartfelt, genuine apology about the casualties that came with this war. And they released the receipts. They said everything they need to. They exposed him. You know what I'm saying? Lewis, I'm gonna tell you something from me to you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. If you gonna watch. You have plenty of time to talk. Damn. You got your own motherfucking platform. So if you want to go talk on your platform. Don't come in my chat, because don't nobody care what you gotta say. We heard the ladies. And from them to you, I'm gonna say this on from them to you, from out of my mouth, from them to you. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Thanks. Make sure you guys are liking while we're getting this together, while we are doing this exclusive review. Like. Subscribe if you're new and you're enjoying what's happening. Again, send that email address to Lionel Harris. Anybody else that has any receipts of anything that they need to have discussed on this panel, you want to make sure you send it to livelifefraud@gmail.com. livelifefraud, FRAUD @gmail.com. Okay. And we will be able to get that. We will go ahead and we will vet the information and make sure that it's true.
This camera is tripping. I'm trying to make the thing go back and forth. I don't know what the hell is on. So the other women finna come on here. That's what I need to say. That the other women finna come on here. I think when you
I want the other two women. I specifically want to talk to Bettina, because she has been assaulted, and Lewis was trying to use that to gain followers. He was trying to use her story to make it seem like he was helping her, and it's the platform that he used to help people. And he was trying to use her story for sympathy.
Assaulted, and that's some that's some fucked up shit. She trying to come on right now?
I know, Alonzo, ain't that email address funny as hell? Y'all can't live life free. He living life fraud. You make sure you email it to live life fraud.
Live life fraud.
Fraudulent. He's fraudulent. We got to do that for Brian every day. Every day I got to say, Brian.
No, we ain't on Brian today. We ain't on Brian today. Brian,
I just gotta say it. It was, we ain't gotta address him. I just had to say it. He know I'm talking to him. We good.
Hey, we never got a rebuttal on that fucking Notorious video, right? I was supposed to be doing a remake to that, but my audio is tripping. My audio, my fucking editing device is tripping. I want to do a video to it so bad. Did they put up another video, or that was an old video? That was an old video, right? I'll be one to make videos. So
yeah, it's old. That's an old video. Einhorn, you have had a lot to say about this GoFundMe that was supposed to be made in her name. Can you send me a receipt? Do you got a receipt? I don't speak without receipts. Do you have a receipt? If you don't have a receipt, I'm not talking about your hearsay. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be rude because I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you watching. But it sounds to me like you have a specific problem with sharing. And I don't know what your problem is with sharing, but if you don't have any receipts about what you're talking about, I'm not going to talk about it.
You talking about Lewis? You talking about Lewis?
No, we got Einhorn Finkel in here, and he's saying that, or he or she or whoever it is saying that this is the third time they've made mention of Sharon supposedly setting up a GoFundMe for Lewis right before she left or after she left. But I don't see any GoFundMes for Lewis that I know of right now. So if there's a GoFundMe for a meet and greet that Sharon set up, I need the receipts for that before I can just accuse her of trying to set up a GoFundMe before she left. I can't just accuse her after exposing everything that she has exposed about Lewis. I need to know that that's real. And then we can bring her on the panel and ask her why, because there may be a logical reason why. I might not agree with it, but it might be logical.
What if she's not fucking with Lewis now? It doesn't matter what she did before and before. Right? If I'm fucking with you, it doesn't matter what you done with your man before, because I'm fucking with you now. So whatever you done before is whatever you done before. So
I understand you have a problem with their story, Einhorn, and if you have a problem with their story, I need receipts on where you feel like they lied. I don't need nobody's feelings involved. We dealing with facts. I'm not dealing with feelings. I'm not dealing with what other people feel like they would have done in the situation, because everybody handles things differently. Everybody has different backgrounds. They were raised differently. They have different situations going on in their life right now. So just because you wouldn't have handled the situation like that does not mean that they are not genuine because they went in a different direction. 2 + 2 is 4. Guess what? 3 + 1 is also 4. Guess what? 4 + 0 is also 4. So you can do things differently and still get the same results. If you have a problem with these women and you have verifiable proof that they have lied, send it to me. We will address it. I am not ashamed nor scared. We will address it. But if it's not verifiable and you just in your feelings, I'm sorry, baby, I can't address your fee-fees.
Look.
Address your fee-fees.
Look, this what I gotta say, right? What is it his prerogative if they lying or not? It's not about him, and it's their perspective, right? They said they got receipts to back up everything they say. They said they was there. They was willing to apologize to the women that they possibly messed over, because one thing about loyalty is you don't really care about the other side, right? You know, and you always gonna think the other side is wrong no matter what. You feel me? So, so they was actually think they was doing good because they was loyal to somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, if I got a female, whatever I do, she got to do it too. You know, if I'm pimping, she got to be home. If I'm working, she got to be working. Whatever I do, she got to be doing it too. So you can't get mad at a woman for being dedicated, for being loyal, because that's what a woman does. You know, but when she start fucking with you,
She said my words were she collected in her name for a black tie meet and greet, and Crystal said she sent it to you already. No need for baby talk. I'm not baby talking you. I don't have anything from Crystal. So when did Crystal tell you that she sent me anything? Because I don't have an email for Crystal. The only person that I talked to in the inbox today was Sharon. I don't have any emails from Crystal. I don't have anything from Crystal that says Sharon said. And again, if she did that, then just send me the receipts so I can address it to her. I don't have no problem addressing her. Nobody's baby talking you. I said that I would address it if that's the case.
No, what they said about Sharon?
Wait, Sharon said bring her back on. Sharon said fuck the bullshit, bring me back on.
No, Sharon ain't got to prove shit. No, she ain't got to prove shit on it. Sharon said what she got have to prove. She ain't got to prove shit on my show.
Money, so I'm sure it was set up as a way of making Lewis to believe them. I have seen Sharon several times say that money was going to be refunded. I've watched her several times say she was refunding money. So I'm trying to figure out where the issue is. I don't understand where the issue is with Sharon and what Sharon has done after she has already apologized. I don't know what more anybody wants from Sharon after she's exposed Lewis, told the truth about what was going on, and then apologized for anybody that's been hurt in the process. What else is she supposed to do for you?
And she said she had to do it. They don't understand that you got to do something.
She refunded it, and she refunded the money. Whatever money came to GoFundMe has been refunded. So what else is she supposed to do for you? Yeah, I don't understand.
She about to get on here and got to explain to one person when majority rules. It's a lot of people on here.
No,
but
I was just telling you what she said. She said bring her back on, but that's not necessary, Sharon. You have gone on live with your voice and your face and your picture and exposed Lewis for what has gone on. You have talked about private conversations between you and Lewis and what was done. You apologized for what was going on. You have refunded the money. I don't know what anybody else wants from you. I really don't.
And you didn't send him no pussy shots, and he ain't got no pussy shots on your internet. So
she don't have no pussy pictures on the internet.
Okay, this is somebody right here. Want me to come on. Okay, this must be Crystal right here. Let's see.
That might be Bettina.
Huh? If it'll be somebody.
Shantae, they gonna keep waiting until Lionel get the email.
Got it.
Perfect.
I keep on talking.
Yay. We want it out.
I keep talking.
All right, can we contact MTV? We heard the French fries got MTV, so we waiting on MTV to contact us because reality TV is all about drama, and it ain't no them without us. So we waiting on MTV to hit us up. Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all arguing in the chat room or whatever, because Sharon, like I told you, Sharon, we didn't bring you onto this platform for you to be victim bashed. We brought you on a platform to bring clarity. So if they have questions and we feel like we can explain it, which is what we've been doing, I feel like I can explain what they're asking. I feel like I can give kind of a little bit of light to the questions that they're asking, even if they're pointed in a direction that makes you that appears to make you look guilty.
Darren, and look, this is what I gotta say, right? If they don't believe what you just said, and they want what the fuck, and they want another explanation, fuck them. That's what I tell them. Fuck them. You ain't gotta explain nothing. You said what you had to say. The truth needs no explanation. You ain't seen Lewis as Lewis. You want to hop your ass on here? Since you want to talk and get your side of the story off? If not, nigga, she told the truth. She ain't got nothing to hide. I'm not fit to be listening to nobody talk with no hurt feelings. We don't know who the hell that is talking about she may be lying. We don't know who is you. That's probably Lewis, one of Lewis' baby mamas. We don't know who the hell that is. Come on, she be kicking up dirt. It's 240 motherfuckers on here, and one motherfucker disagree. Kiss my ass. That's what I say. Right. I'm not. You don't. If you don't believe her story, exit stage left. You ain't gotta watch. I believe her. I don't think she got no reason to lie. I believe her.
At the end of the day, even if she did, there's three sides to every story: his side, her side, and the truth. And the only people that know the truth is those two. So you can deductively reason whether or not you agree with what she's doing. But I do believe them when they apologize, and I say them. I believe them when they say I'm sorry for anybody that was hurt in the process of this war. And because of that, and because of them putting their name on the line and putting their pictures on the line and coming onto a platform that they know nothing about, that they have not been a part of, I can appreciate their time. They don't owe us shit. If you wasn't exposed and you wasn't the person that was being laughed at, they don't owe you nothing.
Can I ask you a question? I'm gonna ask something too, right? Being a side nigga, right? You hear the stories all the time, right? And that's what a lot of times why women don't want to come out and tell their stories, because they get criticized and ridiculed like this. That's why I take one of them to come out, and it take a lot of more to come out and have the courage to come out, because everybody don't want to believe their story or blame them, or, you know what I'm saying, or think negative about the situation when it's really some fucked up men out here. So you sitting up here asking these questions, question these women about their story, tells you something about yourself. These women didn't ask to be you can tell by this man's character, because he's sending pussy shots. You don't do no shit like that, sending no personal stuff.
Quick, okay. Black, 1 second for the comments. Crystal, did you send Black your email address to Facebook Messenger? Did you see?
I just sent one. I just sent the right after sending it.
Because she's asking if we don't want her to go on. Can you please send another one and another one and another one? We are not trying to block anybody from being on the panel. We had the same problem in the beginning of the panel. So whenever you get the live, or whenever you get the link, or whenever you get the phone call, just go ahead and let it come through and answer it. We are not trying to cut anybody off. We see y'all, and we are trying to get the information. We are trying to get it all set up, okay? All right, y'all, because I know y'all saying, hey, y'all, I see y'all saying put Crystal on, and we're not trying to not add Crystal. We've been trying to add Crystal for like 10 minutes.
Tell her, I think she got to go to the Google Hangouts and wait for the call like they did, because I was doing them the same way. Oh, shit.
Is that it right there?
That's not them. That's the dude trying to get me to go to this radio show. I told you about the little Facebook radio show I do every Wednesday. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to be at the... Okay, now I'm finna push... Now, look, tell her to go to Google Hangouts. I want to push it right now. Her picture's up there and everything. I'm finna invite her right now.
Crystal, answer the Google Hangouts, Crystal. He is sending the request right now.
Right now. I just sent it just now. Now, who's Crystal? Who is she?
Admin. Crystal is the admin that Lewis was blaming for the money laundering, Black.
Oh, for real?
Hello?
What's up, Crystal?
Hey, what's up?
So you the money launderer?
I guess that's what they're saying.
You the criminal? What the hell is money laundering? First of all, I don't know what the fuck that is.
What's what?
What is money laundering? I don't know what that is. What is it?
I don't know. I don't get down like that, so I have no idea.
But he accused you of it. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, he's good at accusing. That's what he does.
So did he do it on Facebook, or did he? How did he do it? Like, how did he actually accuse you of doing some money laundering?
I have no idea, because I haven't really seen it. To be honest, once all that started, I just distanced myself. You know what I mean? I don't entertain negativity and ignorance.
So you was an admin?
Nah. Originally, when I came into Suave, he asked me to be a researcher, and that's how it started. But, you know, I started investing a lot of my time. Excuse me, I'm sick, y'all. But I started investing a lot of my time and my money, and I told him for me to continue, we'd have to be partners, because I want to be an equal. I ain't going to be your admin.
Hell yeah.
And he had a problem with that for a minute, so I left the group. And then he reached back out to me a couple days later asking me to come back as his partner. So that's kind of how it went down. But throughout it all, I was an admin. I was in the admin duties, I guess, but I didn't request to be.
When you said you invested a lot of money, right? Did you invest a lot of money into him or into the organization?
Everything. I mean, I paid for the hotel stay for him. I paid for some food out there. I got the hotels at a much, with a better discount.
I heard he didn't even give people the food and stuff. So you just give him the money. He was just pocketing that shit.
Well, probably so. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
That's what I heard.
I know I ordered pizza while they were out there. I don't know if he shared. I don't know how that went down. I ordered it and had it delivered because I couldn't make it. I had bought a ticket through his uncle on a buddy pass, and I sat at the airport from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening and couldn't get on a plane. So I gave up. So I still paid for the hotel stay and paid for food because I would have paid for that regardless if I was there. If I was there. So
you talking about are you talking about at the protest? You paid for all that at the protest?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so did you have anything to do with money with the headstone too? Would you collect the money for that?
Yeah, I had a Cash App and a PayPal. I was able to print out the ledger from the PayPal, but the Cash App I couldn't find a way to print out a ledger, so I sent my actual bank statements to Miss Magsby, showing every bit of money that came in because I had the Cash App set up to where and the PayPal to where it go directly into my checking account. And I actually sent her printouts of my bank account previous to me ever collecting any money before I ever even went into Suave, so she could see every single bit of money that came in from the Cash App and the PayPal, and also two other people that had donated money that were not through the Cash App or the PayPal. They just put directly into the checking account.
So you ain't got no pussy shot or nothing like that. He never tried to threaten you with no pussy shot or nothing like that, have you?
No, I ain't sent him no shot of that. No, I never sent what I will be honest. In the very, very, very beginning, we flirted for a second, but it wasn't nothing more than that. The pictures that he posted, Lewis got shut down on live. I let him use my Facebook information to go live. And, I didn't think nothing of it. I honestly thought the dude was a man of God, like I didn't think nothing bad of him. So I trusted him. And, I thought we had an actual friendship. We had built like a friendship, to the point where people had issues with that. And, anyways, so I let him use my Facebook information, and I never changed it till after I left Suave. That's when I finally changed it because I seen what was going on. So I went ahead and changed it. He went in my messenger. Wait, let me finish telling you. He went in my messenger and pulled a video and pictures out of my messenger that are from the beginning of this year, from February. They're not even recent. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
So what I offered to ask was, have you met him in person?
No.
So all this is over the phone.
He has family out here in Arizona. He's got family in Arizona, that where I'm from, and he asked me to set up a function for him at a church out here, which I worked on that, and I gave him the information. That was the only time we really discussed him coming out to Arizona. He was supposed to come out here and put on a little show with his rapper group, Christian rap group or whatever, for the youth, and I got him a church that seats 1,000 people, so he'd come out here and do that, but that never happened.
When he's gonna do that, he's gonna come out there and try to do you too, because that's what.
I mean, that wasn't discussed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was never discussed. It was
ain't nothing wrong with liking little dark man. He ain't dark, ain't nothing wrong with liking the man, because like I say, who people attracted to, like, and you get, and sometimes, like, you are women are how should I say, are fooled by words and attraction. So there's nothing wrong with being attracted with somebody and being fooled by that person, because I mean, you like what you want. I mean, you want what you like. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't got no shame. Don't get it twisted. I got zero shame when it comes to anything I do. I am not. I don't regret nothing I do. You know what I'm saying? But the picture I sent the man on my ass, he never posted that picture. That's what really tripped me out. He didn't post the picture I sent him. He went in my inbox and
what you was digging on Lewis? Like, you was like, this nigga got muscles, huh? Like, this nigga's a big old. Did you see?
No, actually, no. I don't even. That doesn't even turn me on. It had nothing to do with that. When I first came in the group, it was more, I think it was more just being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I am a single woman. I not by, you know, I mean, it's all by choice, you know what I'm saying? But it was just the communication and me believing in him. He had a lot of motivation, and you know what I mean? Like the conversations that we had were real cool, you know, and it wasn't nothing, it wasn't even about a sexual level. It was his mental, and me believing that he was truly a man of God. I mean, it just looked good, you know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with his physical self, because he is not my type.
So what I gotta do, right? So what you telling me is, if I want to start getting pussy flicks and start doing the thing Lewis do, I gotta start using the spiritual connection, because that it seems like that's what a lot of men are doing. They use a lot of spiritual connection with women that want to, you know. So not, I wouldn't call y'all vulnerable. I would call y'all wanting to believe. You feel me? It's like you want to believe in something or somebody, and, you know. And sometimes you put in the wrong person. So I wouldn't really say desperate or things like that. You know, it's just like men are out here short, you know, and that's a real fucking problem. Real men are even shorter than that. So when you think you got one, so women try to hang on to it or cling on to it. There's nothing wrong with that, and especially when they throw God up in the situation, that really gets the women right
Right.
there, you know. So
Right.
most of y'all
And it's
conversations are
unfortunate.
spiritual.
Right. A lot of it was absolutely. I have, you know, I have every text message that's ever been sent, everything on Facebook through Messenger. Like I have everything. I mean, there's no, you know, I have nothing to hide, put it that way. And I've sent out so much information to so many different people, you know, receipts and anything anybody wants, I'll give it to you. I ain't got nothing to hide. You can have anything
So
I
when did
want.
y'all turn? When did your situation turn sour with Lewis? Like when did like everything started turning sour? Like, you know.
So so I had already told Lewis, you know, that I was not his admin, and not to consider me as that. And he the day that I left the day that I left Suave, he had we were supposed to do the raffle for the plane ticket, and he had put in the group, meet me live with my admin Crystal. So I had messaged, I texted him, I had sent him a text and said, you know, I don't know why you just did that. You know, I told you don't address me as your admin. I'm not your admin. And he said that his message back to me was that he said, you just wasted your time sending me this text, shaking my head. So when I got that text message back, I mean, I was already feeling some kind of way anyways, just the way that I've seen him, the way he was handling things. And so at that point, I realized, oh, okay, he's right. I am wasting my time. So at that very moment, I removed myself out of all the chats with him. I removed myself out of the group, and I have my own group called Self Love. Um, I went live in my own group.
Have you ever
Mhm.
tried to reach back out to you and try to get you? Because it seems like every time you kick somebody out, he try to reach back out to him and try to bring them back into the group. Have you ever tried to bring you
Well,
back in?
Lewis never Lewis never kicked me out. I left on my own. I was
Oh
never kicked
shit!
out.
Ever,
I was never.
after you got kicked out, he ever tried to bring you back?
Nah. The first time when I first left, yes, he. That's when he reached out to me and asked me to be his partner. And he went on live and he apologized, and he, you know, said that he was bringing back as his equal and whatnot. That lasted for a whole 2 days, I think it was, and I left again and I stayed out. I haven't never went back. I know he didn't. He's never asked me to come back, but he did reach out to me. Our last conversation was around Thanksgiving time, and he reached out to me and asked me. You know, he said, "Oh, you ain't got no love." This is after he was lying, saying I was on the phone with him while he was on live with some other lady. They're all talking crazy about me, and he told her that I was on the phone with him, and he was telling her that I said I want to come whoop her ass. I was like, man, I don't even talk like that. Like, that's an old lady. You know what I'm saying? I would never even say nothing like that. I was at work, and he was acting like I was on the phone with him, and I was not on the phone with him. And then he called me after that, asking me if I still, you know, if I still had love for him. And I was like, bro, I was your friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was really, truly your friend, and you fucked that off, you know? And he's like, oh, so you're going to let
So
all this come in between us? We can't be cool. I said, nah, I was your friend. And he hung up the phone.
so what do you think this has done for you as far as like your future, as far as like trusting people and things like that? What do you think this done to you?
It hasn't really done nothing. Lewis can't move me. Only God can move me. Lewis is just a man. He's just a human. He can't move me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always
Oh,
going to be me. I'm always going to trust and love everyone, including him. You know what? I ain't even got no beef with Lewis. Lewis did the most, but you know what? Because I love God, I'll love him. You know what I'm saying? I love every human being. So therefore, Lewis can't move me. He didn't hurt me. All that stuff he was doing, I've not even responded to that. This is the first conversation I'm really having. I never even responded to all his ignorance, because that's all it is, ignorance. And I could stoop to his level. I got plenty of information if I wanted to be like that, but I don't get down like that. He ain't gonna bring that side of me. I'll let him do all that.
Okay, that's right. Well, we want to thank you for coming on this show, and reaching out to us and letting us know your side. We're trying to get this. What's her name? Bettina.
Bettina, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get her in to try to tell her little story. So we're trying to get everybody in to try to get their little side of the story and expose this dude for what he is, because it's like a long line of him betraying y'all. So, like I said, so there have been no threats towards you or nothing like that, right?
Nah, he hasn't reached out to me at all. He like I said, the last conversation he had with me was in November. And since then is when he started posting. Once he knew that I was really not cool no more, that's when he started posting pictures and everything that he did. But I just want to say, I really don't got a story. I got facts. I'll come to y'all with facts all day long. I ain't got no story when it comes to Lewis. You know what I mean? Like, he's a grimy person. Like, I'll keep it real. He ain't gonna get far in life with the way that he disrespects people and his ignorance. He's not gonna get nowhere. And I will say this: I will not. I'm not big on bashing people, regardless of what they do, because I try to keep out of that circle. But if y'all want facts, if you have any questions, I'll give it to you. And when it comes to Miss Magsby, I'll fly to Chicago myself if that man tries to. He made a statement he's going to take the money back from the headstone. I'll come out there my damn self and fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't going to take back that headstone. He didn't put a penny into anything. He never spent one penny towards anything at all. So he has zero rights, and that was all in my name. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't going to get away with that.
Okay, before we got Bethany on. Before we go, we got one more thing to ask you. Do you think he can ever apologize to you?
No, I don't want to. I have wasted enough time with that situation. I don't want no apologies. I don't want no communication with him at all. I will not waste another moment of my precious time on Lewis. So no, I don't want an apology. He can keep that and save for the next one. I don't have no words for him.
Crystal, right, I have questions.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Black did his interview. Now it's my turn. You are the young lady that has possession of the pictures, correct?
No. What pictures of his penis?
Yes.
Oh, everybody has those.
Okay, so because you were the one that John Frank was calling out for having the pictures, right?
No, the original person that put those pictures out there was Monique. I had nothing to do with that. I've never.
Who has the pictures of the banana in the tailpipe?
That would be her. No, I ain't got. That's hard. Hey, that's crazy.
That came from somebody totally different.
I need to talk to the lady that's withholding the most pertinent information that everybody is looking for.
Well, if you're talking about
Monique, if you are watching, Monique, and you just scared to release your name, and you scared to release that screenshot, and you scared to drop that post, the email address is livelifefraud@gmail.com. The world is waiting. They are waiting. Okay, Crystal, so you left voluntarily.
Yes.
And I remember you posting the screenshots and showing everything that was sent to Lewis and his baby's mother and whatnot, what have you. I have two questions. One, how much money was actually collected before everything was sent to his baby's mother?
So there was a total of, I want to say $2,200, because I sent him $1,700, and then I sent him another amount of $237. The $1,700 is what came in the Cash App, and that includes the $900 that was sent directly into my checking account. That does not include $125 that was originally sent to the Cash App that was used for them to go to Steubenville. That was previous to the headstone collections. So $125. I sent that to him by Western Union for them to get to have gas to go to Steubenville. Then I sent him $1,700, which was all Cash App, and the $900 that was sent into my checking account. And then I sent him another $237, which was from the PayPal. PayPal did collect $367, but I only sent him $237 because he agreed. He borrowed money from those funds and he agreed to put them back. He agreed to put that money back because he asked me to help him with a phone, and I told him I didn't have it at the time. And so therefore he took it from those funds, and I have the text messages where he agreed to put those funds back, and he, I don't know what he did. I mean, obviously he didn't put it back because he kept money. So that's the funds that were collected.
Okay, and so do you know exactly how much the headstone was supposed to cost? The original cost of the headstone.
So the message that he sent me was that he was only paying for the headstone that he was going to get, that he had always planned on getting, was $1,300 and some change. And the day that he went to get the headstone, I asked him, why he wasn't taking Teresa. He said, "Fuck her." I'm going. Basically, he's going by himself. That he was going to go live while he was there, which he did. Not not when he was in there discussing the headstone, but he did go live. But he said he wasn't taking her. And then there's also a text message where he had stated that any more funds that come in, he said any more money that comes in, we're keeping it. We ain't giving her shit. And I said, okay, cool. You can keep that for protesting, is what I said. See, this after he bought the headstone. I said, okay, well, you can keep that for protesting. That's all you. And he said, no, we're just going to sit on it, or we're just going to hold on to it, whatever he said. But I have all those text messages. I've already put them out there so everybody can see them. So yeah, I mean, that's that. He never planned on getting a bigger headstone. It was always going to be the one for $1,300.
Can I ask a question, right? So Lewis can sweet talk, basically, like he was a different way of sweet talking women to doing basically what he says, right?
Basically. I mean, I guess
I guess
sweet talk. He never really sweet talked me, like I said in the beginning. In the beginning, he did, but that got cut real short when I found out that he was married and his wife lived in the house. I don't participate in breaking up happy homes or whatever. You know what I mean? I knew it was lies then. But he never had to sweet talk me. I was just, honestly, I was down for the cause. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to be part of something that could turn into greatness, And when I realized that it wasn't going to be greatness is when I exited out of the situation.
Okay.
Do you know for certain how much was actually spent on the headstone, and did you know that he was planning on putting Suave on the invoice?
Oh yeah, so I heard you say about the headstone, and you said what about an invoice?
Did you know that he was planning? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say invoice. I meant to say headstone. Did you know that he was planning on putting Suave's name on the headstone with the engravement?
No, I had no idea anything about that. Like he had sent me a drawing of the headstone that was sent to him, but I had no clue about Suave being on the headstone till after everything. Like I didn't even know. Everybody else knew before me because I had left the group, so I didn't know a whole lot about what he did with the headstone. I just knew that I did know that he was going to get the one for $1,300 is what he last said to me. And then he told me that the lady he had told me that he called one of his friends that worked for a cemetery, and that it just happened to be that friend works at the cemetery that Latoria was buried at, and that he was going to be able to get some deals and whatnot, is what he told me. And then I've only seen the receipt of the headstone. I think it was $1,500 and some change. So that's the only thing that I can go by is the receipt. I've not, I obviously wasn't there, so I don't know truly what he spent. I mean, that could be a falsified receipt because the girl's his friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what he really spent?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, no, I didn't know nothing about Suave being on there, and like I only know what everybody else knows as far as the receipt for the headstone. I don't know anything different than that because we weren't cool like that. I had already left the group at that point. When I was sending him the money when I sent the money to the bank account that he asked me to send it to, him and I weren't even cool. I wasn't even in the group at that time. I had already left. So I still had money. I still had the money when I left out of Suave.
Okay, and Bettina, are you still here with us?
Yes.
How are you this evening? Thank you for staying up with us and waiting for us to be able to get everything together with the live chat with the panel.
Yeah. Couldn't be honest, I was getting aggravated.
You
I'm
and
here.
everybody else, you, the live chat, Black, me, we all like, what the hell? So, to my understanding, you shared with Lewis some really personal information and a very personal story.
Yes.
And you asked him a question, and in asking him a question that seemed to oppose his societal views for his group, he was
Let me
ready
say
to
something.
expose the story.
Let me say
I'm
something. Let me
sorry.
say something.
Go ahead, Black. Let me mute. Let me mute.
No, don't mute it, because I'm being quick, right? First of all, I heard of your story, and I want to commend you on coming out, because it's not a lot of women that have the courage to come out, and explain their story because of whatever, you know what I'm saying, embarrassments, whatever, things like that. And I want to commend you, because the shit like need to follow your lead and come out and expose men like this as taking advantage of women. So first of all, we want to commend you on the courage, for coming onto the show and able to express it in front of the world, and not be ashamed. And hopefully that's probably going through the same thing of being afraid to come out and speak on these things. So we want to commend you on that, first of all.
Thank you.
I also wanted to let you know that I share in your pain, being that I've gone through something similar to what you have gone through. So I'm going to. No, I'm sorry, because what I haven't gone through is have somebody take my story and try to use it against me. That's something that I've never dealt with before. So I am apologizing to you as a woman, and I'm not going to ask you to go into any details about what you've gone through, because we've walked through that enough. You don't need to continuously relive that. But I do want to commend you, and I'm telling you, I stand with you in sisterhood. You are safe here. There's no victim blaming here. This is strictly a platform for you to be able to get your story out and let people know the truth behind what was really happening while you were involved in this group.
Okay. So, I told them my story because they were doing domestic violence lives, which I didn't see where that came pertinent to what he had going, but all right, they were doing that. So he kept asking me to do one of these lives. I said, I'm not doing a domestic violence live at this time. I said, but I will share my story as far as not receiving justice from being raped. So I told him like the loose outline of what happened. And he proceeds to tell me I need to give him detail and ask me, was I penetrated? Which when I saw the detectives, they didn't even ask me that question in the hospital. From there, I still.
It's like he was getting a turn on from it or something, right?
He
it was
most
like getting a kick, getting a kick out of hearing your story.
Yeah.
He wanted. I mean, as far as when he was talking about details, I mean, like he wanted, like far as the beginning to the end.
Yeah, he wanted beginning to the end. He wanted all the intricate details. He didn't just want the blase story, without the this is what happened, this happened, and then this happened. No, he wanted all of that. And then at the end, he asked me,
nobody who forces an assault victim to relive details.
No. It wasn't. He wasn't forcing it. He was enjoying her telling the story. He getting a kick out of it. So I heard he was kind of giggling and laughing and things like that. It wasn't just like he was like forcing her. He was like getting a kick out of her telling him this. I mean,
I get what you're saying, Black. Yeah. But what I'm saying is asking is damn near forcing somebody to say something. Because when you don't say nothing, you're pushed into an emotional position where you feel like if you don't divulge details, people feel like you're lying.
Right, and that's how I felt. I felt like if I didn't go into detail,
somebody who's never gone through that don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have to give that secondary perspective. Just simply asking puts you in a position where you feel obligated. And a lot of times people who have been abused in any type of way, once you feel obligated because you don't want to go back and forth with coercion, you just give in to what the people want.
Right.
So it's a source of psychological forcing. Psychologically, he forced her to talk about what she went through. in detail.
Okay. And that is fucking sick right there. To enjoy something like that and force it on somebody, that's fucking sick right there. So how did you feel telling them? Did you feel comfortable? Did he make you feel comfortable?
No, I felt like I was gonna throw up. When you ask me if I've been penetrated, that's none of your business. When I say I've had a sexual assault happen, it should have stopped right there. You shouldn't have been asking me if I've been penetrated.
That's it. What difference?
Because by him doing that, all he did was make me. When he did that, all he did was make me relive that event, and I felt like I was gonna throw up.
So what happened after you told him this, and after you told him this, how did he use it against you?
Well, the breakdown happened because when I was in the hospital, I had just had surgery, and it was major surgery last month. And it was a very emotional surgery because there were a lot of things that happened that weren't supposed to happen until I didn't find out until I woke up from anesthesia. So I'm laying in my hospital bed and looking at their little stupid group chat, the Suave admin group chat. And I asked the question because he had put 2 of the other admins out. And I said, well, are you going to add them back so you guys can talk things through? And he said, Bettina, if you fucking ask me that again, I'll put you out. So I sat back on that, and then with everything that he'd done before, and I left. And a couple of other admins wanted me to take them as well because I showed them that whole conversation about my rape. And then after that, I told him just keep my name out of his mouth and he won't have any problems. And he went and he laughed and he said he was going to share my story, and I have those screenshots as well to one of the admins. He told me I better shut my mouth before he uses me as an example in his group to get other women.
I saw that screenshot.
And he was literally laughing.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you guys were unaware that he was charged with a sexual assault crime himself.
No, I know now because guess what? He gonna get his. He don't realize which way I'm gonna get him. I ain't done with you.
It seems like he got a lot of fucking enemies out here. I don't know who got more women enemies, him or Pimpin' J, because it seemed like all of y'all just flipped on him out at once. And like I said, all it takes is one woman of courage to come out, and then a lot more come out. We learned that from Bill Cosby. We learned that from Tiger Woods. We learned that from all. All it takes is one, and then you're going to see all the rest of them come out. Don't think all of them lied because they were scared to come out. They probably didn't have that motivation or that one person. So since that one person came out.
Not even just the motivation. Go ahead, Bettina.
The thing I wanted to clear up with is the other admins that were in with me at that time. There's been talk that there's been pussy shots. He ain't never had no pussy shot of me. He's beneath me. Trust me, I never wanted him that way.
Well, he said all the women want him that way. He said, that's why he wants y'all on the thing because
he a motherfucking lie with his diseased dick self.
Don't say that. He only got 9 kids. He don't be fucking.
I'll rip his fucking balls off and stuff them down his throat. He better leave me alone.
That sounds like it'll hurt.
Yeah, it sounds.
That sounds like it'll hurt. Not to somebody balls off and stuff. That sounds like a movie. It's not. How you a dick shot? Have you got a personal?
No, when I was in Texas, just shortly before I had my surgery, and I can get y'all confirmation on this. My best friend was in the hospital room with me, and he kept saying, I'm going to come down there. I'm tired of seeing you going through this. I said, I don't need you to come to Texas. I said, I have my uncle with me and my best friend with me. And furthermore, I don't know you like that. He didn't know he was on speaker. And I mean, he kept cutting me off and saying he was coming to Texas. What I need you to come to Texas for?
How he was going to get there? You was going to sit on the
He said, don't make me get on a flight right now. I said, you don't. Boy.
Don't make me on the flight right now.
To the Suave
you gonna shove
right
his
now,
love.
baby. I'll dip into them Suave funds right now.
My love.
I mean, but as far as dick shots, no, I never saw that crusty ass, little ass, stubby ass dick ever until everything came out.
So that's what he gonna say. He gonna say you mad because you didn't get a dick shot. You didn't get your own personal dick shot.
If he knew, if bruh only knew, he would leave me the hell alone.
He wanted your because he got all of them, but I'm finna get my own line of pussy shots because that's what I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get game like Lewis, so I can get my own line of pussy shots and things like that. So I'm gonna come out with my own fake pages and pussy shots. So I'm really trying to get game. That's what I'm
sending out no bumpy dick pics because don't nobody want no bumpy
and
dick
ashy.
pics.
And I hope did y'all see the ones where he's sitting? Y'all saw the ones where he's sitting in his car in broad daylight and beating off?
Whoa!
Broad fucking daylight. I'm trying to find them now because they were in a few different chat groups.
No! He in the car beating his meat?
Oh, God. Oh,
broad
my God.
Daylight.
Oh, my God. By what time was it?
I don't know what time it was, but it was broad daylight and his wink was out.
I hope it wasn't lunchtime. That would have spoiled a nigga dinner. You come out the house and the nigga in the car.
Was he at a park? I heard the nigga like 16 and 17-year-old little girls. Was he at a park?
Whoa. No, what I'm saying was, where was he at? On the street or in the backyard? Did it show the background?
No, you just see his car windows and you can see his light outside and you see his wee wad.
This nigga's a freak. This nigga is a freak.
So he better leave me alone, bitch, because I got all types of receipts on you.
Ooh. So look, has he threatened you since? Have you been threatened since? Have you had any hate mail, any phone calls, any messages like
that girl? No, because I never had his we never got down that level. I ain't never had Lewis's number, but that girl, Nakia, she put my story out there, and that's why I got up there and I reposted my own story. Cause see, don't nobody post my stuff like that.
Yeah. So you ever had conversations with Nakia? Because I heard Nakia was like she was the last one to leave. I don't know for sure, but I heard she just jumped ship too. Have you ever had a conversation with Nakia yet?
Hold on, Black. Before y'all even finish and answer that question, I got an emergency for the wrench gang. I don't know who the fuck Work Birdie is. But you stupid ass, retarded ass, slow ass, slim, slow ass, motherfucking empty brain ass, no breathing ass, get the fuck out my chat with this motherfucking victim blaming shit. Talking about it's called going to. I'm not even gonna read this goofy ass shit.
What's she saying?
Ain't no victim blaming in here. Okay, let me tell you something about women. We know when we were penitent, when we have been raped. If it's unwanted, it's rape. If I'm not able to consent, it's rape. I don't have to explain nothing else. There's nothing else to be explained. Can we please get this motherfucking idiot the fuck out of here? But he pissed me off like Pimpin' Jay. Don't piss us off while we getting this message out. Black, tell him don't piss me off while I'm getting this message out. Tell him don't piss me off.
You better not piss off. Look, hey, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off right now. I'm trying to read. Look, I am trying to bring awareness to this case right here. Don't piss me off right now. Don't make me mad. Ooh, yeah.
Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Go ahead, Bettina. You can finish saying what you were saying, honey. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure you didn't look down in the comments and see that shit.
Oh, I know. I ain't paying him no mind.
So the kid put that story out?
Yeah, but she said, we talked because I approached her, and I wasn't on the rude shit. But I said, do you know, you got a problem with me. What did you put my story out there for? And she said she didn't even realize what she didn't read what she posted. She just put anything that he said. That's your damn, y'all gotta stop doing this. Blind faith and letting somebody lead you. What do you mean you didn't read the screenshots? So she did say sorry, and that's when she said she was leaving, because I told her, you stronger than this. You're gonna support a womanizer, and you've been through stuff in your life. This is ridiculous. You better than this.
Okay, so you never had any issues with the kid?
No.
Okay.
Other than that, and then when she said she didn't read it, I was like, well, you gotta do better than that. And she said sorry.
Okay. So what do you want to say to to other women that's probably been out there and suffered the same thing that you suffer, you know, as far as like being a victim of rape and things like that? What do you want to say to other women who probably, you know, been through the same thing and scared to come out?
Just that it gets better with time. I know it doesn't seem like it after it first happens, and one day you'll be able to sit up here and share your story, and that'll be good because it'll help other women feel okay to share their story and come out and bring awareness. But don't ever let no predator profile piece of shit motherfucker like this guy make you feel inferior or that you're damaged or, you know, any of that. You do what you got to do. And he just a bump in the road. That's all he is. And he going to get
Mini bumps.
smoothed
a bump
over.
On the log.
Raise
on the log.
Ask anybody before we let off. Do they want to ask them anything?
Do you guys have anything to ask Sarah and Bettina? I also want to commend you, Bettina, for coming out because that's a difficult thing to talk about, period, especially talking about somebody asking you about that. And I do want to let people know that there is strength in numbers. There's a reason why women don't come out without having somebody else to back their story, because you got a number of people who like Lewis supporters, who like Jedediah supporters, who like any other rapist supporter that doesn't know the history behind the people that they are supporting. They victim bash and they victim blame. And after going through those things, you don't want to deal with somebody trying to call you a liar or tell you that you're looking for attention or tell you that you're looking for anything other than having the truth come out. It's difficult to come out by yourself. So I always
wait a minute. Somebody asked a question up here. Did I stay after he was stroking in the park? We didn't find out. Those pictures were never sent to me while I was an admin, or else I would have been out. We didn't get those pictures until later. Those came out in the exposed group, or they came out in one of them groups, but they're out there.
What, with the picture with him jacking off in the car?
Yep.
God damn, this nigga just got dick flicks everywhere. Cars, bathrooms, bedrooms.
He need to hide that little piece of shit.
Yeah, evidently he must think he's working with something.
He said he flashing that motherfucker around like it's not a shrimp. Oh, it's not seafood night at the motherfucking buffet. You can put that goddamn prawn the fuck up. Don't nobody want no shrimps and it's not seafood night, nigga. You better pick another night. You better wait till we go to the boat or something. Ain't nobody
Nakia, wait a minute. Nakia, I said you apologized. If you were on here, I said you apologized.
If that nigga getting paid off of that little motherfucker, I ought to be a millionaire around this motherfucker. I would have been sending me some dick flicks out, and maybe I'll get some motherfucking currency floating around this motherfucker. I ain't gonna do no bananas.
Your PayPal might be lit because I heard you got the lady squirting, so your PayPal might be lit. Lewis ain't making nobody squirt with that motherfucker. He might be making them puke.
If you show a little dick like that and getting that much money, let me show my dick. Let me see what I'm worth around this motherfucker.
If they paying that little dick currency, hey, he got that little dick currency. Hey, he got that bump standings on his sheet. Hey, he got that little dick currency.
So do they want to ask the ladies any questions? So what is this going to do? I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Sarah. What is this going to do for you later? I mean, as far as like supporting people and organizations in the future, is it going to change your opinion on supporting people?
I know for me, no, because I am an activist for endometriosis awareness, and I go to DC every year, and I'm not going to stop that for that one thing. I just am more thorough about checking everything, because within the endometriosis community, we've had frauds come along. So this is why I never paid money into this, because I've already seen this before.
Okay, you just wanted to support, but if it was a legit organization, you'd have put money into it. You'd have put.
If they had their 501c3, then I would have been then I felt comfortable donating.
Okay. So I ain't got nothing to ask them. Anisha?
I'm checking right now. I'm checking right now. I'm here.
I don't know. Goddamn it, I don't know. Look,
I got some other stuff going on in here too. And Callie Red, I need you, Callie Red, to send those receipts to live life fraud, FRAUD@gmail.com, because I heard you say you got some receipts. Harmony said, what made you support his movement? I'm going to pose that question to Crystal. To Bettina and Sarah. That is Crystal. I'm sorry, I said that right. To Crystal and Bettina. I told y'all I was sipping right. Did I apologize in advance? This is empty. My cup runneth over.
Do you want to go first, Crystal?
I don't know. What was the question? I'm sorry.
What made you support him?
Because originally I went into SWAB, it was because of the Kanika case. I was just real, focused on that, and just once I started conversating with him, I mean, truly, I like I said, I wanted to be a part of something that I thought was going to be great, and I thought that I have a lot of resources, and I thought that I could be real helpful, and I believed in him as a person and as a man of God. That's really it.
And at least you honest enough to say that you believed in him, that he is able to captivate you enough for you to believe him, because that's true shit. A lot of time these activists, they get you with the way they act, with the conviction in their voice and with the vigor in what they say, and they pretend to be men of God. God is the way to a woman's heart, because every woman wants a strong man of God. Even if you got a man of God in your home, when you're outside of your home doing activist work, you still want to be led by somebody who is supposed to be of the spirit. So I can understand where you guys kind of get caught up in the presentation as opposed to the character of the person.
Right. Yeah, it was truly that, I mean, and I started noticing that wasn't the case a little while in, but I already felt like I was kind of too invested already. You know what I mean? Like I had already into getting justice for Latoria, and I had already, put a lot of my finances out there and a lot of my time. So I was invested at that point. So I stuck around as long as I could until it just became too much. And that's when I left. But yeah, I did believe in the dude. I thought he was a good dude. I thought he was really a man of God, and that he was headed in the right direction.
So you was actually holding on to hope, because it's a lot of people don't want to be wrong, so they fight to try to be right and hope that the person.
Callie Red, yes, Monique Perez does have all those pictures. I was trying to leave her name out of this though. She has all the pictures.
I have the receipt. I have the receipt with him saying, "Tell Bettina she don't want me to tell her story." I got those.
Oh no, not them. The in the car pictures.
Oh, Monique, baby.
I don't want to see them motherfuckers.
Baby.
I do not want to see no dick in no.
Yeah, they're quite nasty.
Y'all gonna have to do them on the deleted scenes. You have to take that up with y'all husbands and y'all men. Look, you gonna have to ask your dude, can I see this dick flick? Because I don't want to see it. Trust me. Tell me about it. Tell me it was him.
I'll tell you about it, Blake. Now that's the one video I'm gonna have to just let him know, baby. I got a video coming through that we gotta analyze. Don't feel no type of way because he ain't got shit on you. I don't do shrimp. I like my sausage Polish. You feel me? I don't do shrimp unless it come with cocktail sauce. And I don't like the sauce Lewis is working with. Lewis is working with truffle butter, and I don't need none of that shit.
Anisha, I got a question for you, right? I got a question for every woman on the panel, right? Right now, I got a question. If your man had a foot of 12 inches of dick, right, and somebody gave you $1 million for every inch to take off, tell him to take off.
He could take the whole thing.
Say that one
time.
Oh, hell no. I don't know, maybe 3 inches. I don't know.
3 inches. I mean, Anisha, how many?
Say the question one more time.
If your man had 12 inches, if your man had 12 inches of dick, right, and they gave you $1 million for each inch you had to take off, how many inches would you take off?
I can deal with 3 million. I can deal with 3 4 million.
Right, I can deal with 3 million. 3 4 million.
I can make do. I can make do with about 3 4 million.
Yo.
But we not short something because I gotta enjoy my money. We gonna fuck on this money first. We gonna get some on this money first. It's gonna be some dirty money. Somebody gonna have to wash this money up. Somebody gonna have to wash this money.
So what do you have to say, like, to future like activists out there who probably like who try to like not try to do the actual right thing? Like, what kind of advice would you give them from the experience you had with Lewis? What kind of advice would you give somebody who actually trying to do the right thing?
Just
Go ahead, Bettina.
Just do the right thing. I'm part of a nonprofit. I'm part of a couple nonprofits, and we ain't never had this type of drama. And we march on DC, and we go meet on Capitol Hill and go meet with senators and everything. It's not that hard.
And what would you say?
Personally, I mean, honestly, I think it should go back to just being old school. You know, for all the groups and the face drama. If you're a real activist, get out there in the city, get out there in your city and make it happen. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be on Facebook and doing all that. You know, I mean, I don't know. I've never really been an activist or been part of that up until now, but I see a lot, and I just feel like, you know, back in the day, I'm 41 years old, and I remember watching it on TV and watching things go down, and you know, they're out there making it happen. They're not on Facebook in a group. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell Lewis all the time, bro, you are too focused on this group. It's a group. It's Facebook. It ain't your life. You know, like I just think that Facebook, I mean, just social media, period, causes a lot of problems for those that don't know how to use it properly. I mean, I don't know. I just think it should be old school when it comes to being out there, being an activist.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let y'all.
I would like to.
What?
I would like to piggyback on what they said and say vet the information. Anybody that's claiming to be an organization should have some sort of filing status. Some sort. It ain't even got to be 501c3. Mm-hmm. Look up who you're working with. Because if any of these women had have taken the extra step, and I'm sure they've learned from this is not a judgment call on y'all at all. This is a learning experience. Because if y'all would have looked up and saw that organization was not in good standing, I guarantee none of y'all would have donated to it.
I didn't
and
know
a
that.
lot of times we get caught up in the people and not in the actual movement. We let the people move us through the movement. And I would say if there's a movement set up that you go deal direct, especially when it's dealing with family tragedy. Especially when it's dealing with family tragedy. You never donate to the organizer. You donate to the family.
Hey, should I do
you don't let these organizers tell you what these people supposed to spend their money on, because that's what Lewis fucked up. Oh, she trying to get a car. Oh, it took her 8 months to get down there. Yeah, she's a single parent taking care of her grandkids. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Look. You don't understand these things when you're blinded. That's a part of having game and part of running game.
I said that. I said it's a learning process. I said that. I said I understood that it's a learning process. I'm not judging these ladies at all. I'm not judging them. I'm just giving.
Well, they learned their lesson. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it at that. Y'all learned y'all lesson.
For them. This was for the rest. I was saying that for the rest of the people, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute. Let me shut the fuck up because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, they know. The rest of the people know. The rest of the people know.
Well, and I just wanted to say, you know, because I was in control of the money, I will never ever do that again. I will never. That has caused me so much stress in the last few months. So, you know, I could have made a better decision, and I should have just given the money to Teresa, Miss Magsby. And that was my original thought process in the first place. But there was just so much. He caused so much drama, and there was just constant talking about people. There was so much drama that when I left the group, I just wanted to get the money up out away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to be gone, do what you need to do. And I trusted that he was going to do the right thing as far as the headstone. You know, but I would just say to anybody that's in here that, you know, I don't want to say let Lewis be your lesson on that level, but you know, me personally, I will never ever again handle money on behalf of somebody else in that type of situation.
Okay. And what's the experience you learned from this?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Just not to trust, just not to trust people, like I had got my dad involved and he's a private investigator and I won't be doing that no more either, unless I'm dealing directly with the family member because there's too many middlemen.
Okay. I want to thank y'all for coming out. We're gonna hold y'all long. Like we're gonna do follow-up stories on this, like and things like that. We're gonna go over this. We're gonna do some follow-up stories, and we probably come back and touch with you, ladies. You know what I'm saying, in the near future. If we gonna do some further exposure and things like this. But we're gonna have to come up. We want to come up with an end result. I don't know if y'all want Lewis to give a public apology to the women, or to Miss
Oh,
Max.
I'm beyond a public apology. No.
You're not accepting
No. I got some things in the work for him.
Okay, well, he's listening. So if you,
I tried to talk to him. He's been lying on me and lying on me. He won't talk to me.
Talk to him right now, because he's listening right now. So I want to give you ladies 2 minutes, each to tell Lewis what you want to say, because right now he's listening. So I want to start. If it doesn't matter who start. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to tell Lewis what y'all about this whole situation.
Lewis,
Talk directly to him.
Lewis, bruh, you're finished. You fucked around with the right victim this go, and you're finished. I promise you this. I ain't threatening you. It's a guarantee.
She was short and sweet with hers, and Crystal. And what you want to say?
Huh?
And what you want to say directly to Lewis?
Man, I don't even know. I mean, I already done cussed him out on his answer machine the other day, but nah, real talk, Lewis. Like you had a real down female that was really about your movement, bro. Like you really truly you fucked up. That's why you keep my name in your mouth, because you know you did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep my name in your mouth because and that comment that you made to me when you texted me and told me that that if you lose me, you lose your future. Look what happened as soon as I left your group, homie. Look exactly what happened. Everything fell to shit. The day that I left your group, it all fell apart. And Bettina, you can even speak on that. The day I left is when everything went downhill. You know what I'm saying? So your words, you played yourself out. You played yourself. And it's a shame. You should be really, for real, you should feel ashamed of yourself. You should feel stand in a corner and slap yourself for all this bullshit, because you're wrong. You're just a filthy person, like, and you use God and make it look like that's your platform, and you ain't no. I mean, I'm not going to tell you your walk with God, but from what I can see, from what you've shown people, you are not a man of God, and you really need to go. You really need to go, and you need to ask for forgiveness and really truly get on your knees and pray, because the stuff that you've done, and I'm not even talking about my pictures, because I don't give a shit what you post about me. You know what I mean? I could care less about that, but you just made yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You really need to work on yourself and get yourself together.
Okay.
But I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate nobody, but I surely ain't got no love for you.
Okay, well, we're gonna leave it out there. We're gonna reach out to you women in the near future, and we're gonna do a follow-up. Maybe he reach out to you ladies and apologize to you ladies and things like that, or try to reach out and try to come to some kind of
no, somebody tried to get him to apologize tonight, and he refused to do it. He said he has nothing to say to me. So you know what? I got something for that ass, Lewis.
He ain't gonna apologize.
You better get ready. You better get ready to wear that fucking jumpsuit again, bitch.
He ain't gonna apologize.
He's gonna be moving in that tailpipe. He gonna be slapping something else with them dick beaters. He gonna be slapping
you violated your turns, bruh.
Well, we want to thank you ladies for coming out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to reach out to you ladies. Thank y'all for coming out. We want to thank y'all for having the courage to speak on these things. Y'all some strong women, and we want to thank y'all once again.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Anisha, what I got from this, right, this conversation is, right, like even in when we have our other conversations, right, I see a lot of men that's not taking advantage of having strong women by their side, and actually knowing the benefits of having strong women by their side, right? And I learned a lesson from Larry King and Damian Dash. You can't have no organization without no women. You can't run nothing without no women. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. It's an old joke, right? It's the reason why God I mean, it's the reason why Jesus had women outside the cave when he came back, from the little repast, because he know the news was gonna spread twice as fast. He know it's gonna get them out there. But you can't have nothing without women. Ain't no stories in the Bible with women betraying men. It's all men betraying men. So you got a gang of men in your camp, you're gonna get betrayed. That's why Lewis and Pimp and J, they keep all the men that got some kind of threatening power, they keep them away. But the thing they fucked up is they wasn't true to these women. The women can put you on a fucking pedestal. They smarter than you. They know shit. As soon as you lie and you miss and they lose your trust, you lost every fucking thing. You lost all these women trust when you had them. All you have to do is ask for a nigga, and they would have gave you for a nigga. They had extra money, nigga. You could have asked them, look, I'm short on my baby mama rent money. I need Christmas gift. Look at all the shit they do for Lemonhead. You don't think they would have done it for you? Niggas are so scandalous, they don't even have to steal. So what I want to ask you, Anisha, is how does it feel to be a fucking good woman, right? And just keep on getting like this mistreated by like niggas like this and things like this. How does it feel to put your faith in somebody and constantly get fucked over? How does it feel?
It is the worst feeling of disappointment that you could probably get. Anybody that know anything about real women and strong women know that the rule of thumb is treat me good, I'll treat you better. Treat me bad, and I'll treat you worse. That's kind of how it goes. But the feeling that comes with believing in somebody that doesn't mean you will, putting your trust in something, it makes you question yourself. It makes you question what you're looking for and what you're looking at. It's an illusion that makes you feel like you trusted magic. You know what I'm saying? It's like trusting an illusion. It's like trusting a dream. It's like being sold a dream. And who wants to be sold a dream? It's like being scammed. It's like being in the middle of a pyramid scheme. I'm giving you this money because you told me that we was going to be able to get rich and start an organization. You told me I was going to be first lady. You told me that we was going to ride together. So it's just a really bad feeling because it takes a lot for women to just trust people that they don't know. You had to have done something special or said something special or made them feel special to trust you when they don't know you. And it is a very disappointing and disheartening feeling to have a man mistreat you constantly. And not only you see other people behind you getting mistreated constantly, and you find yourself wondering, what didn't you see?
How does it feel? Because I know every woman has experienced this, right? How does it feel to have to, like, that your man, I'm not gonna say dishonest, but he probably not doing the smartest thing, or he probably not doing it right, and you know this, right? And how does it feel to have to transform yourself and try to adapt to a man into his needs, and knowing his needs is not really what you want to do, or his needs are really not right, because there's a lot of women who adapt, who are good women, and have to adapt to a man they fall in love with.
I really can't too much. I haven't had to change too much of myself at any point when dealing with anybody, but I can imagine that it's extremely stressful and straining to not be able to be yourself with somebody, or having to adjust who you are and know that the person doesn't have good intentions. It's a conflicting feeling. I'm pretty sure they're conflicted, but you're stuck in your loyalty. And depending on what type of manipulation you've endured in your past life, that type of stuff has a psychological effect on people that will allow them to do things that they're not supposed to do for the sake of avoiding future arguments, for avoiding fights, for avoiding backlash. If I can keep this covered up, then I ain't got to worry about what I'm gonna have to deal with afterwards. So a lot of people, like Crystal said, she just really had high hopes that it would change. I'm too deep in. I'm in too deep. I'm invested. And I need my investment to come back to me. I need my investment to come back to me in some sort of way so that I don't feel crazy. So some women, they deal with it for the sake of feeling like they're going to one day be vindicated. A lot of women stick around for that later vindication and not the current vindication.
Yeah, and I see that with a lot of the women that support these men out here, and I see that they have a lot of hope. Like it's something that remember we heard the recording and old girls like said you reminded me of Darcy. She don't give a fuck about her name. Darcy was like telling Pittman J, you remind me of Tupac and was that Malcolm X, like a rebel. You can either be either one of them. It's people who actually believe. And when you let them down, it's a hard letdown because you had them up here. So the fall is that much harder when you hit the fucking ground, you know, because when they hit the fucking ground, it fucking hurts. And they don't realize how bad they hurt them because they still up in the fucking sky somewhere floating around all these other motherfuckers, you know, and while they kick people. And I think it's kind of foul. The only reason I do these shows, you know, I kind of do these shows. Like tomorrow, I can't do no show to keep 100 because tomorrow I gotta go do the what you call that shit, the Ricky Harris little comedy special out of Long Beach, and it's gonna run about
Y'all
this.
better start paying him if y'all want to have him do this ketchup and fries everything. When I hear a real comedian, y'all forget that this is his actual job and he don't do this.
They be like, club be on like, Black, you don't do the club. I be like, man, I got a show, man. They be like, well, nigga, you want this money? I'm like, well, but we gonna have to work out some
Y'all hear him saying he missing shows to inform y'all for free. He literally missing shows to inform y'all and bring the information to the forefront for free. So like, even though he not asking for no donations, this me personally, I just feel like a little something to show his appreciation for the time he put in, the effort he put in, structuring the show. Y'all do not know how much shit go on behind the scenes and trying to get this shit together by 9:30. And we be getting tea before we go on. So like, if y'all want to appreciate Blackie, y'all want to, matter of fact, hashtag stealing. If you think Black should have a PayPal set up tonight.
I'm gonna let no. Some people actually don't know. Some people actually, I'm finna get a PayPal set up because some people actually, I'd be stupid. I'm a comedian. I'm not an actor, but I'd be stupid not to get no money. I was doing that the kind of from my heart, but I want to do it. I want to do it more often, you know, and I want to be able to concentrate on the show more. So I do. I probably have to set up a PayPal so I can concentrate on the show and make it more funny. You feel me? So I have to worry about going to the club or being like a nigga calling me right now. I'm supposed to be at a club at 11 o'clock, but I ain't finna go because that nigga I ain't paying that much. You feel me? But anyway, this we want to do, right? Because it's some things like we need to start doing as leaders in the community, and that's like bringing families together, you know, and bringing Black strong men together. And the only movement that can happen, ladies, if a lot of strong Black men is behind that movement. You can't have one strong Black man behind no movement, because if he fuck up, the whole organization fuck up. If you have a lot of strong Black men in a movement with one strong Black leader, the other strong black men gonna hold him accountable. See, these men don't have nobody to hold them accountable. They don't have nobody to check them when they holding out pussy shots and putting people business out in the street. They only got women to lash back out of them. They don't expose no men a business like that. So you women got to be careful about these organizations who only got one man leader and a lot of different women. You know, a lot of women is cool, but you got to have some leaders in them organizations. You got to have somebody to hold these men accountable. Have women holding men accountable for their actions, because it's never going to work. You know, they always can play on emotion. They always can lie. They always can make the women feel guilty. There's ways you can play mind games with women that you can't play with men. You can't play no sexual game with no real man. You can't. A real man ain't fit. You can't come with no real man without gonna expose no dick flicks or shit like that. So careful who you trust, and be careful and check his fucking pedigree. Don't be believing all that, oh, Jesus this and Jesus that and God this and God that.
Y'all better get that Carfax. You better get your Carfax.
And in the art of seduction, the spiritual seduction is the coldest seduction in the world. There's read the book. There's no seduction better or deeper than a fucking spiritual seduction. If I was to use Jesus and everything I say, I would be one of the coldest motherfuckers in the world. But I wouldn't even play with Jesus like that. Me and Jesus got a different connection. That nigga made me funny. He didn't make me no preacher.
Wait a minute, Black. What kind of connection you and Jesus got?
We got a spiritual connection. That nigga, we talk all the time. I read conversations with God.
You got a Samantha
Hell no, I ain't
connection.
got no Lamar connection.
You got a Jedediah connection.
Hell no, I can ask Jesus to do me some favors. Not no
you ain't
favors
got no
like
real
that.
connection, because the only people that's really connected to the Lord that hear from him directly is the freedom fighters.
Ain't that a bitch? Well, you call me a freedom fighter tonight,
you
nigga.
To yourself, you're not talking to the Lord. The Lord only talks
to the people in the freedom fighter house. Ain't that a bitch? But this is what we're gonna do.
You ain't got speed down for Jesus. You got to go through the Holy Ghost first. Once you get to know the Holy Ghost, then he'll introduce you to Jesus. Once you get through Jesus, he'll introduce you to Jedediah. Jedediah will then introduce you to God. Just ask Jed who God is. You don't know God unless you know Jed.
Ain't that a bitch? So you gotta go through God. So ain't that a bitch? You go to the pearly gates and Jesus and Jedediah and the other nigga be there like, hold on, wait a minute. Didn't you got a problem with Jedediah? Like, Jed, don't you remember me? I made you popular. They're like, no, nigga, you going somewhere else. I told you I was gonna be up here, huh? I'll be at this.
He gonna be like, that slander charge didn't work on earth, but nigga, it's here now. That's what he gonna say. Every word that proceedeth out of your mouth, you will be judged by. Look, you said, look, Jesus, I gotta show you. Right here, he said, Jedediah sucked dick. He said it. He said it, Lord. He can't come in here and talk about I suck dick. I don't suck dick no more. I am delivered. I got a girlfriend in Atlanta, and I don't suck dick no more. And he keeps saying I suck dick. You gonna have to do something about this, Jesus. That's how you got punched the other day.
Look at this. Look at this. He said she shake babies. Ain't this a bitch? Jesus, you gonna let him get away with this? He said she's a baby shaker, and he talked about my Nike hat. Ain't this a bitch? You gonna let him get away with that?
The Nike hat made it before him. The Nike hat gonna be standing at the left side of Jesus, while Jedediah is standing at the right. The Nike hat gonna be like, nigga, dig in the hat. I got all the receipts. Pull them out.
I think the Nike hat gonna hunt his ass one day. Like, he gonna be asleep one day, and all of a sudden the Nike hat gonna be in his bed. Like, how did you get here? Like, nigga, you think it's over with, nigga?
You thought you was just gonna leave me, nigga? You thought you was gonna leave me? I seen that ugly ass break that your ass been wearing, nigga. Is you trying to replace me? Is you trying to replace me?
The Nike hat gonna kill the leather jacket. I'm telling you, you 100. Like,
the Nike hat gonna kill that Wilson leather. Bitch, you getting too close to my motherfucking man, nigga. I did not tell y'all ass. You getting to know too much, nigga.
That Nike hat probably hung in Nike history, Nike Hall of Fame, some goddamn where. That motherfucker probably bronze in every goddamn thing. It was the first Nike hat that was wore 58 days straight with no motherfucking taking off. He took a shower in it. He went to sleep in it. He went to club in it. He went to church in it. That was the first Nike hat that was wore for 132,000 hours straight, nigga, without a goddamn blemish. That motherfucker is in the Guinness Book of World Records. I'm keeping it 100.
You're not giving that hat enough credit, because that hat's birth date is BC. So we gonna stop acting like that's not a historical hat. That hat needs a landmark and a museum for himself, filled with pictures of every place that he's ever been in the United States. That hat has seen more shit than Jedediah's dick.
No. It ain't that hat ain't saw more shit than Jedediah Brown. It ain't been through more shit than Jedediah Brown.
I don't know. That hat got all the secrets. I'm pretty sure Jedediah fucked in that hat. He fucked in that hat.
He done fucked. Look, don't touch my hat, bitch. Don't touch my hat.
You can touch anything on me. Just don't touch my hat, bitch. The hat is sensitive. You're gonna make it break out. I don't know how dirty your hands is. Don't touch my hat. It's gonna break out. Hat got pores. You seen all the pores on the hat?
This how Jedediah hit it from the back. hit it with the back.
Right. Every time he hit it from the back, you got to turn the hat to the back.
Hit it with the back.
Right.
Well, look, this has been a very fun show. We're gonna have to probably do some cold fries in the morning since I'm gonna try to record. I gotta come up with a joke tomorrow. I want to come up with a roast joke for some reason. For some reason, I want to come up with a roast joke, and I'm recording. I ain't said no roast joke, and I've been having some crazy roast ideas. I'm gonna say I'm come up with a hood rat. I'm at a hood rat house. and the roast joke is gonna be cracking them off. I'm finna kill ass. I don't give a fuck who on the lineup tomorrow. I'm gonna be the funniest nigga in the house. I done won the motherfucking comedy of the LA comedy year. What you call that shit? The comedian of the year. I perform next month on that shit in LA. I won that shit again. So I'm gonna be on some other shit next month too. So I'm gonna be on the Uncle Awards. I'm gonna be on Ricky Harris fucking tribute tomorrow, and I got some other shit coming up. So I'm finna be on some shows, y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching me and supporting me and looking at the show, and thank Nisha for co-hosting with me and coming out and being funny and all the shit. We want to thank the ladies for coming out and telling their story. We want to thank
the ladies. Shout out to the ladies for coming through fearlessly. Shout out to the ladies.
I want to thank Pip and J for making all the videos too. You know, so I couldn't have done it without you, my nigga. If it would be no me without you, or would it be no you? Well, would be no me without you? That song right there. You know, I had to sing the song. There's no me without you. Pim J, you ain't the only nigga know how to fake sing. But thank y'all for coming out. We finna go. I don't even know. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. 1 o'clock on the East Coast. If y'all on the East Coast and you're supposed to be getting some pussy, immediately following this show. If you're not getting no pussy, don't watch this show, or no dick. Don't watch this show ever again if you're living on the East Coast and you don't get no pussy. Look, I'm the leader of this organization, and I order you to get some dick. If you got to call some dick on Uber, if you got to call some dick and you got to wake up some dick that's next to you, if you mad and you got some dick that's sleeping on the couch, go wake his ass up and tell him, look, Black Rosebud said tonight, you lucky nigga. Wake him up. If you got some dick.
As a matter of fact, don't say a goddamn thing. Stuff your mouth with a little bit of dick. Don't talk. Wake his ass up like that. He'll know that he's a lucky man tonight. Okay? You heard it from Anisha first, okay?
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. I don't want to dry coochie on. If you watching this show, we doing the big.
No dicks all across America.
This been a dick show. We want to get the image of small dicks out of your mind. If you got a next door neighbor who you think got a big dick, he may wear Wrangler jeans, the Levi's, or them sweats and got the bulge in it. You may want to go over there, but you may want to find you a nigga with at least a 7-inch or better to get that 3-inch whatever was out of your mind, and get the dick back in your mind, because that right there was a sight. I saw it and it kind of fucked me. I gotta go get some pussy after this, because now I've been thinking, we done talked about dicks on this thing all day. That don't mean I'm gay, do it?
No, it was the women talking about. It was the women talking about the dicks. You just.
So I'm not gay tonight. So I ain't gonna be gay tonight. Ain't gonna be no rumors I'm gay.
Not tonight. We gonna make some fake receipts about your tranny life. We gotta put cherry in it or something. Tonight we just gonna make America nut again. That's what we gonna do. We gonna make America nut again. Make America come again.
No, I'm gonna go on Cherry page and say she thick too. So y'all can screenshot that. Like, oh, you thick still. Thick again. I'm gonna do that. Find me the nearest transsexual. I don't want to do his transsexual. I want a light skin. I want to have breed transsexual. I want to have get. Oh, you is thick. He can have a little brown skin on. Oh, I like your earrings.
Not well known as a transsexual, because then it can seem like an accident.
It was a handicapped transsexual on there. You saw that they posted in the group. It was a handicapped transsexual. It was on live talking about having a baby. He has some big titties and like a blind wig. He had tattoos and shit, and it was kind of like Sammy Davis Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He was nasty. He was nasty.
Boy,
we can get up out of here, y'all. Oh, I love that episode. How did she say she loved me? She says, we used to say that shit at Lock at my high school all the time.
Boing.
Every time I think of, see who know about that right quick. Who know about that? What show was that on?
Who know about the shaboing boing?
Who know about the shaboing boing boing? Who know about about it? Don't nobody know about it?
I'm waiting on them to say something. They still talking about this handicapped tranny.
Oh, they saw the handicapped tranny? They saw her? Who saw her?
I'm trying. This is Clinton. Dana said you is not gay.
Nah,
Sam
not
Woody
the
said that's in living color.
Oh, in living color. There you go.
Boing, boing, boing.
That was one of my favorite episodes. Here, I gotta go cook me some chicken and shit. You know, I gotta finish washing my clothes and shit. I'm up here. I'm in my old baking soda shirt. You know what I'm saying? My old, they like this.
Baking soda. He got baking soda.
I wore this shirt on the show with, I had a show with Freeway Rick, the real Rick Ross. I wore this shirt on. I got my pictures on Instagram. We was up there. I'm like, nigga, Rick Ross, nigga, with the baking soda shirt, nigga. I was like, yeah, that was a little gangster shirt. He was on the phone and shit. And looking and shit, I'm like, and I was like there in the baking soda shirt. I'm like, oh, that's a classic picture. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me see. Can I dig it up right now? Hold on, Rick Ross in his baking soda shirt. Hold on, let me see. Can I? Oh, here go my homie Chill right here. Oh, that was a smooth picture, but he's off. Hold on, let me see. Can I find the Rick Ross from the baking soda shirt? The real Rick Ross, not the fake Rick Ross, not that nigga y'all be listening to.
In the glass pot. Hey.
Oh, it's not on this page. Oh, here you go, right here, you go right here. Bam, there you go, right here. Bam. Real Rick. Ah, y'all like that, the real Rick Ross. I don't know no celebrities. Hold on, wait a minute. I got another one with the real Ricky Ross? I bought that shirt just for the episode. The real Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross. The real Ross. Hold on. Let me show you some more celebrities. Oh, wait a minute. Ain't that's Guy Tori right there, man. Guy Tori right there, out there chilling on Black
Ass. Guy Tori, he's hilarious.
That's my boy Guy Tori. You know, hold on, let me see some more celebrities. Let me see if I know some more celebrities while I'm up on here. Hold on. That nigga ain't nobody.
Like fraud. Your profile picture is killing me, bro. Send all tea and receipts to livelifefraud@gmail.com.
Oh, you remember the white comedian?
I remember
George?
him. I know him.
George.
He's hilarious.
I fuck with Honest George. Who else I fuck with? There goes Shantae Wayans. From the Wayans brothers. That's one of their sisters.
Yeah.
That's the gay one they diss on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I can keep on going with the celebrities since I don't know nobody. Oh, this a contest I won with the TK Kirkland and the midget bra. Remember I was saying about the midget bra I was fucking with? That's the little show I won on. You know what I'm saying? That's my little partner. I beat the little white boy in a little contest and shit. You know, old little rapper Cam, TK Kirkland. They say I look like him. And I fuck with the little midget bra. Like, that's a little midget from Hell Day. You remember Hell Day?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know him. I remember him.
The little midget from Hell Day, that's the female midget from Hell Day. I was fucking with the midget. That shit was funny going over her house like a little midget house and shit. Let me show you. Y'all want to see one more? No, I ain't gonna show y'all more celebrities. That's enough celebrities for tonight. That nigga Pimp J said I didn't know celebrities. Wait a minute. He gonna have to show some receipts. He done said I slept with transsexuals. I proved him wrong. He said I don't know no fucking celebrities.
You said you was gonna start some. You said you was gonna start some rumors that you suck dick for crack with transsexuals.
I tried to start them rumors. People don't believe that shit. I got to start some no rumors. They're not believing that shit. They
believe that shit. You can't even use HPV because Lewis got that one all over his dick. You can't even use that one.
What the fuck is? I don't even know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is HPV?
Whatever the fuck Lewis got all over his dick.
Ain't that the Amber Alert? Ain't that the Amber Alert? HPD?
I thought that was the pull string on your parachute, the HPV. I thought that's what the fuck you pull when you want your parachute to pop out.
This RJ Mansion part. Look at this RJ Mansion part. I'll turn this motherfucker up. Hold on, wait a minute. Making the girls twerk. RJ and Radio Base owe me some money for this party. It was because of me that the whole party was turned up. You know, they owe me for that. That's why I You know, you two mess up. You know, ask me all day. But I am, if you ever come to LA, I am the turn up king. That's what they call me. I ain't been throwing no parties lately, but I'm finna start again next year. Start throwing parties in LA with the strippers and the rappers and you know, and all that. But I want to thank y'all for coming out. My battery is about to go low, and I need to go to the store and give me some blunts. Hold on, let me show y'all one more celebrity. I'm trying to find this other nigga right quick. What this is slow phone right here.
I'm over here turned the fuck up because I just been drinking all
Oh,
night.
Brian Hooks. Oh, me and Brian Hooks. Ah, that's another show me and him. Oh, me and Brian Hooks done. Oh, let me go back. Here another show I won at the J spot. You know, another spot they was trying to give me congratulations. I was winning all kind of shit. I was one of the coolest comedians in the goddamn city of Los Angeles. Hold on. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more picture. Let me show you one more celeb picture. Hold on. This is fucking gay model. He actually a famous model. Huh?
Liz White Frost said it was a midget bar on 63rd and Pulaski. You a lot where? Hold on. In between what? Was it sitting on the number street or was it sitting on Pulaski? I used to live up. Well, I wasn't that far west. Pulaski is west as fuck. Pulaski is west than a motherfucker. Damn, they had a whole midget. Is it still standing? I need to know. Where is the midget bar on 63rd?
We got a whole midget town out here. It's a whole
midget town.
A midget town. It got a whole. It's a whole city full of midgets. You remember Jack White Brown from the Jay-Z concert, the Jay-Z Live?
Yep.
That's how she done one of my shows before. Jack White Brown. Ah, she loved you, boy. I know. I be knowing celebrities. I be knowing a couple of celebrities. You feel me? This is a show. Hold on. They go Baby Eazy-E. I done a show with Eazy-E's son.
His son's so fine.
I know both of them. I done shows with both of them.
His goddamn son's so fine. That goddamn Eazy-E with his midget ass. He should have been at the midget bar. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Here go another my nephew clip. Oh, my nephew clips right here. Cause I'm a deadbeat uncle and shit. That nigga won MVP for his uncle.
If I can't explain myself, you can't explain yourself.
No, I'm just showing clips. If
I can't explain myself, you can't explain yourself. Damn, 2 to 3 buildings. Oh, 2 to 3 buildings west of Pulaski on 63rd. I'm take my fuck ass down on 63rd so I can see what the hell is going on.
Well, I'm out of here. We want to thank y'all for coming out. I got to give me some blunts right quick and some coffee. I got to write this joke for the night. So I thank y'all. I got to finish washing. You know, I'm going to do some cold fries in the morning because I ain't going to be able to do ketchup with fries at night. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. We out.